I was never trying to be the man. I was always trying to be the nigga with the bands. When I'm feeling stressed, hit my nigga for them Zans. I'm going through a struggle, only few would understand, only few would under. Fuck a fake one. We be handing out them L's, we never take none with us. Loyalty, I could never snake my hitters, no investment. I was self-made, my nigga. Why you been in your feelings? I've been surfing the wave, doing well in the deep end. Careful at first, but now I'm fucking in feelings. Only wish that you could've seen it. I'm addicted to the life, I admit it. Every night a nigga get right to the business. Nigga, I've been praying all night for forgiveness. Ballin', no fucks we be giving no way. I tell them trust has got its limits. Can't trust everyone around you when it's business. Way too many people wanna doubt me, but I did it. I've been praying for a rip so I can ride around the spirit. Listen, London City, that's my city. I've been going back and forth, planning tours, getting lazy. I don't trap for my money, but some bosses are with me lately. I've been living life on the edge. I was never trying to be the man. I was always trying to be the nigga with the bands. When I'm feeling stressed, hit my nigga for them Zans. I'm going through a struggle, only few would understand, only few would under. Fuck a fake one. We be handing out them L's, we never take none with us. Loyalty, I could never snake my hitters, no investment. I was self-made, my nigga. Why you been in your feelings? I've been surfing the wave, doing well in the deep end. Careful at first, but now I'm fucking in feelings. Only wish that you could've seen it. I'm addicted to the life, I admit it. Every night a nigga get right to the business. Nigga, I've been praying all night for forgiveness. Ballin', no fucks we be giving no way. I tell them trust has got its limits. Can't trust everyone around you when it's business. Way too many people wanna doubt me, but I did it. I've been praying for a rip so I can ride around the spirit. Listen, London City, that's my city. I've been going back and forth, planning tours, getting lazy. I don't trap for my money, but some bosses are with me lately. I've been living life on the edge. I ain't trying to lose my balance. Oh, I ain't trying to lose my balance. So I ain't trying to lose my balance. I ain't trying to lose my balance. Yeah. She don't like it cheap cause she's expensive. When it comes to fashion, she obsessive. She just want that new shit, Fendi, Louis, Gucci. She just wanna hide in like parties and jacuzzis. Yeah, yeah. She don't like it cheap cause she's expensive. When it comes to fashion, she obsessive. She just want that new shit, Fendi, Louis, Gucci. She just wanna hide in like parties and jacuzzis. Yeah, yeah. You might even think that she's a catfish. I just sit and watch your body do the damage. She's addicted to designer, she's a bad bitch. Only Louis printed all over that baggage. She just want the best, not the stress, nigga, only fun. She like pretty things, and please believe her ass a loaded one. She like BBS's in the mouth, yeah, yeah, that's what's up. She don't do no drama, she do money, yeah, she count it up. She don't like it cheap cause she's expensive. When it comes to fashion, she obsessive. She just want that new shit, Fendi, Louis, Gucci. She just wanna hide in like parties and jacuzzis. Yeah, yeah. She don't like it cheap cause she's expensive. When it comes to fashion, she obsessive. She just want that new shit, Fendi, Louis, Gucci. She just wanna hide in like parties and jacuzzis. Yeah, yeah. She fly up the country every 2 months. Got a fetish for Gavinci and a boot on. Taking selfies with 10,000 worth of jewels on. Either that or just her panties and her shoes on. She be the life of the party, booty wrapped up in the money. Curving niggas on instinct, shooting and missing the target. She get everything she wanted, diamonds so drippy and flawless. I had to give you the warning, before you get lost in the moment, yeah. She don't like it cheap cause she's expensive. When it comes to fashion, she obsessive. She just want that new shit. Fendi, Louis, Gucci. She just want a high life, parties and jacuzzis. Yeah, yeah. She don't like it cheap cause she's expensive. When it comes to fashion, she obsessive. She just want that new shit. Fendi, Louis, Gucci. She just want a high life, parties and jacuzzis. Yeah, yeah.
It's not personal, son. It's strictly business.
Tell me where did all of this come from? Look, I was riding with you from the jump, though. Tell me I've been messing with your headspace. I told you you've been messing with my heart, though. You look good in the moonlight. Remember that song we played it when I was in the kitchen with the munchies. You was in the front room faded. I've been rocking with you way too long. Trying to pull away, but you're too strong. I'm about to put my new shoes on. I've been waiting for you way too long, too long, too long, too long, yeah. Told you I was everything you needed. I told you I was everything you needed. You did everything to test it. I'm a grown man, not an apprentice. Big smoke in the bedroom. Go ahead and take your clothes off. Only time we make a connection. Only time we turn our phones off. Step back, hold on, jet lag. Put your body on the line so I can stretch that. I think it's time we make up, or it's just time we break up. It's a shame that we playing this game that we don't want to. It's a shame that we playing this game that we don't want to. I've noticed there's a change in the way that you love me too. I've noticed there's a change in the way that you love me too. It's a shame that we playing this game that we don't want to. It's a shame that we playing this game that we don't want to. I've noticed there's a change in the way that you love me too. I've noticed there's a change in the way that you love me too. I've noticed something else seems to have your focus. These days you and I are distant. It's mad cause we used to be the closest. It's a long drive to the hotel. I'll be at the front desk waiting. Say you wanna stay in the friend zone, but they ain't wanna smash for ages. Oh no, I don't see a problem with us getting caught up. You say you can't do this, but I'm the one that you call up. I'm turning my phone off and giving you the cold shoulder. Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame that we playing this game that we don't want to. It's a shame that we playing this game that we don't want to. I've noticed there's a change in the way that you love me too. I've noticed there's a change in the way that you love me too. It's a shame that we playing this game that we don't want to. It's a shame that we playing this game that we don't want to. I've noticed there's a change in the way that you love me too. I've noticed there's a change in the way that you love me too.
Mic check, mic check. 2 1 2. Year he, year he, year he, year he, year he, year he, year he. Mic check, mic check. Year he, year he. What's going on? Hey, it's your favorite brown boy. It's your favorite brown boy Hey, Shadow and Light in the building. What's going on? Glad you could make it over. Mr. Baxter in the building. What's going on, Baxter? Hey. Lizzo French in the motherfucking building. What's going on? People, welcome. It's the Rebuttal Bar. Have a taste of this. Yeah. There you go. That should put a bit of vibration in your blood veins. Bit of vibration in your blood veins. Wicked. How's everybody feeling today? I thought I'd do a sneaky live, right? A quick sneaky one, you know. Catch you by surprise. Gotcha, bitch. How's everybody feeling out there? Wicked. I thought I'd come and show some love. I see my man Voy was live earlier. A whole lot of shaking going on. Voy always sets me off. If I listen to Voy sometimes, I'm like, fuck, he's got me in the mood now. I want to go live after Voy. You know. I like his selection. He's got a good little selection of music. Good little selection. Old school vibes and shit. So what's going on with my people then? What's going on? Let me drop that link out there real quick, just in case. No pressure. Hey, 420 if you got that shit, by the way. 420 if you got that shit, by the way. 420. So much funny stuff in this community. Hey, I must say, it's a good time to be a part of this, you know. Oh, let me rephrase that. It's a good time to look in to this community, right? You see a lot of stuff getting exposed. A lot of people in their feelers. Right? Wild. I caught some of the Z stream again. That was fucking unexpected. Z, I don't know how you do it, boy. You just make me laugh without even trying, bro. I swear to God. Fucking hilarious. That was some funny shit yesterday, Z. Once again. I like the little, the banner. The banner had me in tears, man. The banners had me in tears, you know. And you and Mr. Talcott getting down to business. You know, even with a title like you had yesterday, right? People would still try to change the narrative. You know, people would still try to change the narrative, even though you know, showed them what it is, told them what it is. I tell you what's funny about that, right? It's wild, right? Because when you lot was doing your thing, I was thinking, you know what? People like to look, you know, if people take this out of content, how's this gonna go? So I thought, let me go and have a look over at the on Slavia camp, right? And then it's like, when I had a look, I seen everybody like, hey man, hey Paul, hey, guess what's happening, man? Hey man, hey Paul, guess what, man? Oh my God, man. hyping it up, right? Hyping it up when it was just a sincere conversation between two adults, you know. Don't matter if they're animated when they talk, it's still a sincere conversation. I know plenty animated people and they're still sincere in what they say and what they mean, you know. So yeah, but anyway, like I was saying, that was fucking hilarious. I've seen Snaffy's I see Snaffy snaps, boy, running back and forth. Daddy, they're talking about you. Yo, that shit was hilarious. Oh man, can't hold Snaffy snaps down, boy. Can't hold him down. Not just Snaps, plenty people, but I expect that from Snaps, you know. I expect that from Snaps. He liked to do his thing, but yeah, that was wild, right? It was wild. They got in, you know, it's so crazy, right? 1 second, let me change that up real quick. Whoops. There we go. Yeah, what was so crazy about that, right, was I seen Paul let people get into his ears, into his mind, right? Keeping in mind, I ain't got a problem with Paul. You know, he ain't doing nothing that I can't do. I ain't got a problem with the guy. It's just the people he keeps around him, you know, enablers, right? But my thing was this: I see people getting into his air, you know, back against the wall. His feelings were getting involved. I could have, hey, it was wild, right? It seemed like he was genuinely hurt for some reason. I don't know. It seemed like he wanted to cry, which is nothing wrong about that. If you want to cry, have a cry. It's nothing wrong about that. But you see, when you get that feeling, right, when you feel like you want to cry and you start swallowing those pieces of coal in your throat, like, you know when people do that shit, right? You ever seen people do that when they go like this? Did you hear that? Did you hear me swallow that lump of coal? Why do all you lot do that on the YouTube? Why does everyone do that? Like, when they're under pressure, when their feelings are involved, like, you can hear them swallowing, like, when their feelings are involved and shit. That's what I see. I see a lot of people. Did you hear that? The lumps of coal. Them lumps of coal is not nice. They're not nice to have lumps of coal in your throat. Right? You see, when you get the lumps of coal and it's hard to swallow, and you know, you seem like you want to cry on camera. That's called moral compass. Right? That's called a moral compass kicking in. That's like the how would you say, the side that you're keeping trapped, right? The side that you need to expose a bit more. That's that side pushing through, saying, hey, it's okay, don't worry, we still got a lot to learn here. You know, these people are having a friendly little conversation about you. Don't take it to heart, you know. Swallow that coal. But it's wild, you know. Reality can be a hard pill to swallow. I understand it now. Reality is a hard pill to swallow, right? That lump of coal, that reality pill, that's a hard pill to swallow. I see a lot of people over swallowing that reality pill, right? You know, that sound is wild. Why do you lot make that sound? Why you lot make that sound? Jeebus in the building. Well, that could be Sarah. I'm not too sure. But salute to Jeebus and Sarah. Much love. That is that part of the soul that is still left inside. Woo! Cherish it. Oh gosh. Woof. Woof. Cherish that. That last lump. That last lump. All right, you got to cherish that. Do bad people have souls? I'm not saying Paul's a bad person. I'm just saying bad people in general. That's interesting. But yeah, I mean, it would have been better if Paul hit the link, went over there, hit the link, instead of just letting people get in his air. You can't let people get in your air like that, Paul. Especially when it's people like, Snafu Snaps and the other betas. Shout out to T. You can't do that. You gotta see what's going on. You was better off seeing what's being said about you. You was better off, having a look-see. Having a little look-see. Because like I said, that pill is a hard thing to swallow. Some of the things that people say, sometimes we need to hear them. We need to hear the things people are saying to us, or maybe even about us. Right? Criticism, whether it's good or bad. Because, people are on the outside looking at us. I know to some degree we are aware of our actions, but sometimes, we're not really plugged into reality and we start doing some weird shit and saying some weird shit ourselves. So it takes another fellow being to say, hey, let me talk to you for a second. This is where you're going wrong. Hey, let me show you something. This is what's going wrong right here. We don't know it all, right? We far from know it all. We don't know it all, right? And especially the age that some of us are, we know fuck all. Right, this isn't a shot to anybody, but even Paul, for instance, right? He's 34, right? Some degree, I'm gonna keep it real. He acts like he knows everything, and you're only 44. Don't let that be the downfall. We got so much to learn, Paul. And Z and Jack and myself, we're still babies out here. We're still babies out here. Even what's his name? Jesus Christ. What did he die at? 33 or something? Man, he didn't even live his life. I bet he didn't even know it all. I bet he could have been taught some new things. To watch your back. No. Facts. Whether it's true or bad, we need to hear it out, right? Whether it's true or bad. Hey, my man JT in the.
I love it, man. You got the good vibes, the good energy over here, man. I love it.
Respect to you, JT. Love it. You're the holiest man in this panel verse. You're the holiest man. I said it and I'll say it again. The holiest man.
Can I?
Of course.
That was actually the thought that came to my mind earlier today. When you said that, it sang to my heart. But I've not to my head, not to my mind. It is my goal. And so actually that's one of the things I'm going to talk about pretty soon is what's the difference between holy and religious, between a holy person and a religious person. And I strive, but that ties into what you were saying though as well. We've got to listen to the feedback of others, not just dismiss it, but receive and understand. From the good and the bad, we grow. I
Yeah,
love it, brother. Thank you.
yeah, indeed. I'm glad you caught that. I'm glad you caught that one. Definitely. Because some things, Jack, we need to hear them, whether we know it or not. Whether we know it or not. Whether we know
Having
it.
having the confirmation from someone else confirming what we know, it's important. This is
Mhm.
why communication and relationships, man, they are so important. That's what I've
I,
been learning.
yeah, I agree. I agree. It's so important. I mean, what's to be important about it as well? To be very transparent about relationships to a degree, right? If you feel like you can get something out of a relationship with somebody, it's best to be transparent right from the beginning, so you know where you stand, or they know where you stand, I suppose. That is why my man Tony Taylor, right? The first time I came into contact with him, he's been so transparent. His energy's been the same and he's never changed. So I know where I stand with him.
That's what matters. Consistency, but authenticity. I think authenticity is most important. And then with that is the consistency. How do people repeatedly show up? And then why are they showing up like that? Why are you supposed to learn from that?
Mm, I mean, showing up. Okay, I'm glad you said that, right? Because my mum and my dad told me, if I'm gonna show up, put my best foot forward, right? Put on my best clothes, and have a smile on my face. If I want to make an impression, right? If I want to build, but I mean, the recent incident, with the panel that Z had the other day with Paul's introduction. The introduction wasn't too bad. He came in humble, quiet and humble. You got to give him that. It was just after that, it was a bit like, hey, what's going on here? Are you here to build the bridge or are you here to blow it up with TNT?
Right. I saw that too. Um, you can blame in these situations, we can blame the individuals, or we can try to understand. And honestly, dude, I feel better for myself when I stop assuming people are cruel and really out to harm me. If I can just chalk it up within myself, yeah, their behavior, while it's not helpful or or anything, it's their confusion. And there's a lot of fools being used as tools. A lot of
Definitely. Listen, I mean, I'm glad you said that. Where is that? Because I've seen that somewhere in the chat, actually. Where did that go?
It's on the screen. You got it up. Fools and tools. Hi there, new here. Welcome,
Yes,
fools and
there we
tools.
go. There we go. Exactly. But I mean, what you just said there is so true, because I even seen people getting into the airs of Paul while you and Z was, having your conversation. I was like, oh, come on, Paul, don't fall for this trick. Hit the link, go over there, man. Go over there. Don't fall for this. You're supposed to be, quote unquote, God of all media. You're supposed to know how this goes. You ain't got to sit there swallowing that bitter pill. Come on, hit the link. Say what's on your mind. That's what we want to see. We don't want to see you there. Go on, Jack, you got it.
I didn't go back and look, but that doesn't surprise me. He's being tested as we are all being tested. And I saw a missed opportunity. I was really hoping that, Paul might show up and participate in this conversation we had yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
But he's a grown man. He makes his choices, and he chooses what he listens to. He chooses who he puts himself around, who he brings around him. or who he keeps around. So I don't know, man.
I mean, look, I keep it real with you, right? The people that I keep around me, they don't even watch Paul full stop. They don't even like how would you call it? Bush watch. They don't even do that type of stuff.
Right.
I bush watch Paul from time to time, you know, but because I get a bit of content from him, you know, when I do my social experiments, and I like some of the things that he kicks from time to time. Not everything, right? But I'm one of those guys, right, Jack? Even if I hear him saying something, I'll be punching the air like, oh, no, Paul, that's wrong, man. I wish someone will correct you right now. But no one will correct it, so they'll just leave it and it's enabled, right? So they're likely not to gonna correct the next thing he says that's out of pocket, right? So that's my thing with it. Sometimes I've got to sit back and just let these things being said, and I'm like, oh man, it's the reason why I don't hit the link or go over there, because the chat room and the people, I don't resonate with that energy. So you won't really catch me over there like that. But my people don't even watch him. You understand? The only time they watch him or hear about him is if I'm bringing up a conversation. You know?
I believe that. I've seen, and there's a lot of people who they've just washed their hands, want nothing to do with it. But I'm like you too. I mean, admittedly, well, like it or not, Paul Unslaved has become a part of my past.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a part of my experience and my story. I don't give him much attention anymore. I rarely watch any of his streams, to be honest. Because when I do turn it on, it's just this negative and just constant egotism. And it's being enabled. But brother, this is the world we live in. It's so simple, yet it's so crazy. And yet I think it's so true. There's forces that are far greater than us, that move us, that we don't always understand exactly what's going on. But here's what I figured out, what's so obvious. We get to choose each moment of each day. What is the energy? What is the energy coming from me? What is the energy I am sharing with the world? That's what we get to choose. I choose love, man, because love feels good. Even when no one's around, if I feel love, I feel good.
That's a fact. That's a fact. We've got flow in the building.
Blessings, man. This Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening, Saturday night for you?
Correct. Saturday night, correct. Saturday night.
Awesome. Hey, brother, I just realized I should probably step away and get my thoughts together. I'm going to be starting my own thing soon. So,
got you.
Much love and appreciations to you and to those tuned in. You know, it just takes a sec to stroke that thumbs up and give a like to the video, to the stream. Much love, brother. Peace.
Much love, Jack. Much love. That's Mr. Talcott, everybody, in case you didn't know. That's my brother. That's my brother. He's my brother. I know Lizzo knows that song. But I'm strong. He's my brother. Hey, random in the building. What's going on? Random. Hey. What's going on, people? I'm going to roll something up, right? So let me put something on for you folks in the meantime. Just in the meantime, between times. Go ahead, enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself.
This is outrageous. I haven't done anything wrong. I'm not a thief.
We want to help you, Mr. Valentine, with a home of your own.
And that was a fake, right?
We paid $35,000 for it. And employment with our company.
The woman you see about to be interrogated by the police goes by many names. In fact, she has used almost 24 different names over the span of 2 decades. It turns out that her real name is Kimberly Kessler.
Are you sleeping?
And yet, the hypocrisy that spews out of the mouth of some people is just insane. It's insane. And the ability for people to sit on panels of like nobodies and psychoanalyze me like there's something better than me is just disgusting. You know, it really is. It's disgusting. And I had enough disappointment in my life with the real life people that I chose to engage with. Like, this is just people on a screen. And I definitely don't need to repeat these patterns on a daily basis just for everyone's entertainment or my own. You see the weird comment of, I used to like her when she, I knew Bex when she was just looking for the truth. How did she get wrapped up in this stuff? You're like, the fuck? You know? Seriously.
The detective seems to have Rebecca Broom under pressure. She seems to be cracking in every department. Let's send in Detective Harris McGee, see what he can find out.
We need to make sure that Harris McGee can function even if the filters are down. As you know, YouTube is cracking down currently on the use of artificial intelligence. We understand that. We don't need that kind of power in the hands of terrorists or LARP terrorists or YouTube terrorists. So we will comply with YouTube's current stance on reducing the amount of artificial intelligence used. I would keep an eye on the Talcott clip collections and the Gorilla Gems. They've just released a production that a fair amount of AI used in the production of that feature. So we'll keep an eye on them in the future days, see if their YouTube visibility is maintained and continuous. So let's see.
You know, if someone loses their mind because you suggest their children are sound bites, they probably are. Okay, so, you know, oh my God, I can't believe you accused his children of not existing. I can't believe you accused him and his, I can't believe you accused him of actually lying about having children. I saw them down on so-and-so's panel. Why is he showing his kids now, huh? Why does someone show their kids now? You know? Because someone accused them of not being real, right? So he's borrowed someone else's children to exploit. It's just fucked up, you know? It just so fucked up.
Okay. It's hard to read the chat with my aviators on. So tonight we're going to conduct some routine investigation. We're going to interrogate some panels.
And the funny thing is like, oh, Beck, she's such a liar and a bully. You know, it's like, it's just a beautiful, tragic comedy that is a perfect parody of my life, you know? So yeah, if this is what this is like with a bunch of strangers in the universe, right? I just go back and just live my life, you know? Which I already was avoiding long before this panel channel shit. Like nothing here was made me not thrive in my life. I already wasn't thriving in my life. That's how I ended up here.
You want to be one with them? for eternity, why would you be? That's a bear yawn, everyone. That's called a bear yawn.
But I've had times, many times in my life where I would say, considering the way the world operates, that it is a level of, more like surviving than thriving, and we've learned to accept it. But that's like a world problem.
Love, love, love. All you need is love.
And the funny thing is like, oh, Beck, she's such a liar and a bully.
Love, love, love. All you need is love.
And the funny thing is like, oh, Beck, she's such a liar and a bully.
Love, love, love. All you need is love.
And the funny thing is like, oh, Beck, she's such a liar and a bully.
Love, love, love. All you need is love. She loves me, yeah, yeah, yeah. She loves me, yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's a whole world has that problem. That there's an opportunity for us to create a world where we all don't just consider survival and getting by as the best that we can do.
I love singing that. I rub at people's faces. I try to provoke people to really start thinking more, thinking deeper, and questioning what they've been spoon-fed their whole fucking life here. Whether it's in music, television, the news, government, school textbooks, whatever. You've been fed a bunch of shit. New age shit. Love, love, love. All you need is love.
And the funny thing is like, oh, Beck, she's such a liar and a bully.
Love, love, love. All you need is love.
We understand that every single person on this planet deserves to thrive.
Fed all kinds of witchcraft. Been fed garbage. A bunch of garbage. Been fed a bunch of garbage. Forget about it. Fed a bunch of garbage.
And the funny thing is like, oh, Beck, she's such a liar and a bully. And the funny thing is like, oh, Beck, she's such a liar and a bully. And the funny thing is like, oh, Beck, she's such a liar and a bully.
She loves me, yeah, yeah, yeah. She loves me, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh. I need to hibernate until spring. That's the best place ever. Come on, everyone. I need to hibernate until spring.
And the funny thing is like, oh, Beck, she's such a liar and a bully.
Love, love, love. All you need is love. Love, love, love. All you need is love. Hey, 420 if you got that. Go ahead and throw that link out there. Did I pin that link? Let me just... Pin that right there. People, we got the whole family. Uh-oh. Heidi in the building. Hit that link, Hides. Hit that link. Come and chop it up with your boy. I'm gonna light this one up for you, Hyde. You never know, Hyde. If you hit that link, Z might hit that link. Hint, 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 hint. You never know, Hyde. Dream might come true. That was a quality bit of paneling yesterday. Or was it the day before? When did we go live? Me and Tony. That was yesterday with boy. For those of you who didn't see it, pretty interesting build yesterday. All right. Still got some information I want to show. More information. But, you know, we're going to thin it out. Got to thin it out. Mr. Baxter, hit that link, my man. Hit that link. I heard you got a new microphone. You got a new mic, Mr. Baxter? Let's test it out. 420 if you got that. In the meantime, let me look for my thing. Oh, this was funny. Have a look at this one here, all right? Let me... I'll get that ready. Someone's at the back door. Let's have a look. Hey.
Hey.
Fabulous Pam. What's going on, Pam?
All good. How are you?
I'm well, man. I'm well today. Yeah, I'm good.
I'm sure hoping that Heidi comes up here and joins us sometime soon. I think she'd be a fun add to the mix of personalities up here.
Indeed. I agree. I think I've maybe seen her on panel twice or maybe even 3 times since I've been on YouTube. I think Z's and Benton's possibly.
Yeah, I've seen her on Z's before.
Yeah, so that'll be cool. There's a few ladies I would like to come up and hit the link, say hello. You know, so we start working on ladies' night for the ladies. Got Shadow and Light in the building. We've got Hides in the building. Who else we got down there? Normally Cece's normally down there. I think she's working tonight. Even Sarah. You got Sarah and Jeebus. All right.
Who was the lady you were talking about yesterday that you wanted me to meet?
Oh, yes. That's Andrea. Andrea D. Yes, Andrea. She seems down to earth, pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah, I met her through Alchemos.
Oh, nice.
Alchemos. Yeah.
Anyone associated with Alchemos is good people, I'm sure.
Indeed. Yes, indeed.
Nice.
I agree.
Heidi's going to come join us.
Oh, wicked. Hey. Good stuff. Earbud and adapter. Nice. Good stuff. So did you manage to catch Z's the other night? Was it yesterday night?
I caught both of those shows, actually. The last couple. Z has been on fire lately.
Yeah.
Maybe I have a bad take, but that whole sincere talk thing came across a little intervention-esque. I was just waiting for Paul to show up and everyone to start reading letters.
Exactly. I think that all was missing was Paul, basically. You know, I thought he would have come over and said a few things because he let people get in his ear, you know, and say a few things. So that is what I hate about these type of spaces. You know, you get people that do that type of stuff instead of just coming over and seeing what's been said. You know, well, they like to sit back and swallow that pill. But I ain't got a problem with Paul. I've said it before and I'll say it plenty of times. You know, it's just some of the people that he keeps. So what are you going to say?
You want to know my favorite part of that whole thing?
Yes, please.
Truth or cop.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Yeah. Wild,
Oh
right?
Oh my God. He's like, My mic doesn't work. I don't even know what I'm doing up here. I was just like, oh my God.
I think he had a tall, cold drink, if you know what I mean.
I think maybe more than one. That was funny though.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Didn't we have him over here before? Or was it the other channel we had him? Where was it? Here?
I think it was here.
Yeah. So I was confused. I was like, is there another Truth or Cop, or is that the same one?
No, it's the same one. The one and the only.
Yeah. Yeah. I hear that. Ain't too many of those.
Rose had her hands full. She did a good job.
Yeah, Rose is hilarious. Rose is hilarious. She I think she may have dug herself a hole, you know, with the Tommy intervention. But I know it's funny. It's good shtick, as Z would say. Good shtick. Good shtick. It's hilarious. Rose plays her part very well. You know, she understands the assignment. She knows when it's a bit, because I suppose with Z, he's always in a bit. You know, he's always doing a bit. If you know Z, he's always in bit mode. All right, he's always in bit mode. All right, that's why it's hard to really see where he's coming from sometimes. If you don't know his humor and you ain't been around him for a little while, if you're just new to the block, you'd be like, what's going on here? But he's always in bit mode. That's what I've come to realize with Z. You know, but I mean, fair play to him. He knows how to handle it. You know, his credentials speak for itself. You know, well-versed person.
For sure.
So it's quite interesting sometimes. But I tell you what was interesting when he was doing the news with Paul. That was fucking funny.
I remember that. That was funny. I was surprised Paul stuck around that long.
Yeah. But what's going on, Backstar?
Doing good. How are you? I just got a call from my daughter that she needed me to take a lasagna she made over to my great aunt and uncle, and I'll be back in like a half an hour. I got to run it down the street real quick.
Yeah, no problem. Message
right
received.
On. Should I stay on or cut out and then come back?
Whatever's works for you.
Right on. All right. Thanks.
No problem, bro. No problem. So yeah, that new segment was it was hilarious. It was hilarious. Do you know what was funny as well, right? When Truth or Cop was doing his little bit, right, and then Paul said, "Hold on, Z, let me handle this for you." And he said something like, "Hey, he don't want you here, man. You bring no value. Get lost." It was like something like that along the lines of those words, like, "Hey, get lost. You're bringing no value." And he's like, "Okay, I'm out of here." What the fuck?
That was funny.
That was fucking hilarious, you know. I think with the Z and Paul thing, right? I did put it down there in the chat. That would be good, right? But only if it was like maybe like once a week or once every fortnight. I think that chemistry they had before has gone. You know, a lot of things have been said. A lot of people had jumped bridges and shit. So I think that chemistry what they started out with from the beginning, that's no longer there. I think Paul still thinks it could be there, but I think Z's done a lot of reflection and it shows that relationship they had before is no longer there. That relationship. I'm not saying there isn't a relationship now, as we can see, you know, they interact to some degree.
Yeah. But if Z's been studying hermetics, his frequency's probably changed, and so
exactly
aren't resonating on the same level quite like they used to. They still can on some areas, but the chemistry's not the same.
There you go. You beat me to it. Well said. You beat me to it. Yeah, different paths. Even like myself and the company that I used to keep, different paths now. The gap's been too widened. You know, the veil's been lifted a bit more. So, you know, there's some people I just won't ever rub shoulders with like that anymore, I suppose. I guess Z feels the same way to some degree, you know, but I'm not saying we're not open to work with people in the future, you know, like I even seen a few people over in Z's chat that was from Paul's camp, and they was like, whoa, Z and Paul together, brilliant. So like even they like the thought of it or the sound of it, right? Everybody likes the sound of it, but what would come from it? That's the only thing. What would come from it? And this is where I think Z was breaking it down yesterday. He was trying to have a sincere conversation about what would come from it and just the interaction with Paul, you know, because that was Paul's introduction back to the stage yesterday. You know, that was his introduction. Apparently he was over there the day before that, but I am not aware of that. I didn't see that stream, or maybe I clocked off early. I don't know, but I missed that part. But I don't know. What do you think, Hides?
Hi guys.
How we doing?
Let's see how this works. I haven't done it this way before. It's a little different. Sound is good. Yay.
Yeah, your audio's good.
It's working. I don't know I'll worry about the avatar later. Yay, I'm in my favorite place.
Hey.
You guys are the first people that I've really used this phone with. I've done a couple text messages, barely any phone calls.
Okay, nice.
Testing it out.
Indeed. Sounds good so far. You're off to a 5x5.
Good.
Well, you're doing a good job. Lizzo in the chat is melting.
Oh, I love you, Lizzo. Mwah.
There he is. Lizzo. Good man.
I do my camera, but I'm a mess. My eyes are all puffy. I'm not going to do all that today, but
No,
I
you're
will
good.
in the future. Okay.
You're good. Take your time. I was saying to Pam, you know, we was having a little discussion about the Paul and Z link up. What did you get from that? Did you anything you wanna run by me or us?
Well, I'm really proud of Z. You know, it's something he's tried to finalize multiple times. So Paul coming, I was kind of like, oh dear, is it sincere? I can't. I'll believe it when I see it, kind of situation. I don't dislike Paul. I just don't want to be around that type of energy. I don't want to walk around calling everybody, you know, hoe, broken hoe, you know, whatever.
It's not very productive. Paul said some very profound things at points, and he's very entertaining at times. Right. But again, it's the energy and the company he keeps. I can't deal with that.
I really like Paul when it's just him, like when he's in a car or it's just him doing his little rap at the beginning. When some people get added, and I like a lot of people in chat. That's why I even stayed the amount of time that I did, was for some of the people in chat. But it was so beat, and I wanted to get off that ride. I wasn't growing, and I want to grow wherever I go. So I think he has a lot of potential, like Z says, and maybe separate, and maybe in the future they could do something together. But right now they're not matching. They're not the same frequency, energy, ideas, any of that. So
I agree with that. The energy is just not. It don't seem to be on par. I mean, like I said, I fuck with Paul to a certain extent, right? But there's certain things that he'll say, and I'm like, ain't no one gonna check him. Yeah. And everyone would just be sitting there on the panel, ain't saying a word. Like even the other day, I heard him say something referring to a group of black ladies, black bitches or something on Jack's panel. But that ain't the first time I've heard that's come out of his mouth. I heard it before. He may even said it another time. But I've heard these type of things come out of his mouth, you know. Then I'm like, why
and
say
I can
that?
see what you're saying, because my mind doesn't even go there. So what makes his mind go there? And even, I mean, everybody's got their own thing, but what the criticism, and I'm not a weak person. I can laugh at stuff, laugh at myself, laugh at other things. But when it comes to an everyday thing, the feeling I was getting just going there, I wasn't in a good mood. I wasn't happy. Like when I'm here, I'm happy when I leave. I'm happy when I'm here. That kind of feeling. I'm not saying our life is going to be like that 24/7, but if I'm going to be on YouTube, I like to, you know, be around people that I have the same type of frequency with.
I like to listen to things that nourish me and give me something good to part with. And like a lot of the panels out there, you leave feeling drained and you feel like
Yes.
after that you need a rest, and that kind of
Yeah.
sucks. I don't feel like that here.
Exactly.
Agreed. I try not to make it one of those places, because I used to be visiting those type of places, you know, when I first jumped onto the YouTube streets. So I know what those type of places look like and sound like, and I try to do the complete opposite from those type of panels.
I agree.
Yeah. So
I agree. I don't want to be in drama. There's enough drama, obviously, in my own life from what I was telling you earlier. And now I just got a text message. I'm not sure who it is because I haven't put everybody on my phone. It says, my mom fell and broke her hip. Please send your prayers. And I'm like, oh. So it's been one of those days, I guess, here. Just trying to keep my balance, and that way I can be better for everybody else.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I hope it's somebody. Yeah, I hope it's going to be okay. It's awful. It just popped up on the screen while I was talking to you guys.
Oh.
Yeah, you know, when we have enough stuff in our own life with other people, or the fact that we're not even hanging out with our old friends and stuff anymore because they're not on the same frequency. I don't want to go out and party and drink, and a lot of my friends are still doing that. So I come here to get, you know, laughter, relaxation, learn, grow together. And I don't want to be stunted anymore. I tried it for several months over there, and I was like, I got to get out of this place. I'd like to see, like Z was saying, I'd like to see Paul rise. I want to see everybody rise. I don't want to knock anybody down, but I just, you know, what did it for me with him is I had been in his chat multiple times. He knows who I am. He's made comments, and he always says, come on panel. And I know I had a crappy phone, but I made sure I had Wi-Fi connection, sat next to a Wi-Fi router, tried to be on panel, sat backstage, and he never let me up. And then he started saying stuff like, who's Heidi? And came over at Benton's and tried to like say stuff to me. And I told him if I was directly talking to you, I would type your name. I'm just saying general statements, but you want to go, let's go. So that was kind of the end for me. And I've just been waiting on Z to finalize it, but it seems like Paul keeps coming around.
Hey, I tell you what was fucking cringy, right, and funny at the same time. Anybody catch the segment with OTW?
Oh my god, yeah. That was cringy.
Oh shit. Denial. Wowzers.
Yeah. That's when I was reacting, and then I start thinking, you know, I've never really vibed with OTW. That's the first time I went on panel with Z is at Freedom Growers, and OTW was there, and I was going up to talk to him, and my connection was all crazy, and then Z and I kind of got into it, and that's when we were like, F you, and then things took off from there, but it was OTW that I was like, what are you talking about? What are you saying? And he was very disconnected, I felt. So I was ready to get on panel, and Freedom was like, come on up. And I basically jumped into a dog fight up there, or a sword fight or something. But it's funny when I look back, but yeah, there's just something about, I don't hate anybody, but something about OTW that's always rubbed me wrong, and my discernment says nope. So I've just stayed away from his streams too. I haven't been to his streams, so I don't know what goes on there. I heard they did a segment about me. I don't know if it was a month or so ago. Yeah. I got word through the the screeds that some people that were viewing, they thought that I was this channel called The Alchemist. You could look it up. It's hilarious, actually.
Wow.
And I had that avatar that it was the Indian, and they were making accusations that maybe I'm an agent, and this what she really looks like, and she has this huge channel, and that Z and I were agents, and Verily and a few other people were saying stuff, nothing major. Yeti is actually the one that started it, so him and I kind of had a little funny back and forth. I wasn't upset about it, but he said they were showing a video, and he
Yeah.
said, is that me, basically? And they just went off from there. And so I went and watched that little part of the segment. And so I started kind of teasing Patrick a little bit, saying, you need glasses. And
Yeah.
just because the girl has dark hair and eyebrows doesn't mean we look alike. And she's also probably 30 years old. I'm 50. Hello. But
See,
it
that's
was really
wild.
funny.
Because that's the same thing, a few of those people tried to do to me. They tried to accuse me of being some account called Don Juan DeMarco, something like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I've
Yeah.
heard that. Mm-hmm.
It was like, that's London. I know it's London. Soccer counts. We done a how would you call it? Investigation. It's linked back to the UK. Blah 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 blah. I'm like, all right. You think I got time to fucking do all that shit? Like,
I've even been called an agent.
It's hilarious. We're agents of ourselves. So I'm like, yeah, I'm an agent of myself, but okay. Maybe we're agents for God, but I'm definitely not an agent. It's hilarious. And that girl had a really big channel too.
Interesting. But that's the narratives, that gets painted over in that corner. I've seen things just get said, and then that's the truth. Because it's been spoken over there, right? Because it's the truth, because it's been spoken over there. So it must be true because it's coming from that corner, right?
Yeah. They ran with it. It was pretty funny. And I don't have any hard feelings for anybody that was laughing or saying anything, because it was pretty funny, the stuff that they were saying. So,
Yeah, that shit's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I've been missing a lot of the YouTube drama recently. I guess there's been way more going on. A lot of people are under some kind of accusation recently about something.
Yeah. I wanted to actually hold on. But it's funny, everyone's covering the drama, right? And I mean everybody. It's fucking hilarious. Let me show you something.
Okay.
Where's it gone? All right, got it. Let's go, man. After all, it's the rebuttal bar, right?
Think they're better than everybody? No. And I can see that in myself. I can see that in you, because I can see that in myself, people. I do think I'm hot shit. So if you guys think you're hot shit too, that's cool. But there is something called humanity. There is things called the 7 deadly sins, and that's not a religious thing. Timmy was talking about it. It is religious, but why they're called the 7 deadly sins is because you'll die a sooner death.
Well, that's not a religious thing, but it is a religious thing. I mean, she contradicts herself even half a second apart. It's incredible.
If you live by those 7 deadly sins, but if you work on polishing your virtues instead, right? You'll actually live longer, and maybe long enough to obtain an entire new body.
Oh, you need a new body. Does this thing seem virtuous on the screen whatsoever? Why don't you show your real face?
Yeah. Maybe long enough to actually pass the end of time. And if that happens,
Who wants to stay here in this hell realm? Who the fuck wants to stay in this fucked up place?
Uh-oh.
know some people call that the return of Jesus Christ. But if and when that happens, you guys are still behaving the way you are. Things are not. People are. Yeah.
Return of Jesus Christ.
It's not going to be good for you guys. It ain't going to be good for you guys. Okay. You know. But virtuous people and pious people are not pushovers. I.e., aka, EBT, TBE, CBO. I can throw some Muslims in there too, but that's just going to cause.
EBT, CBO, they're virtuous, pious people.
I know.
Uh-oh, everybody's on the list.
Shout out.
And Muslims? Are you talking about machine lies?
Sorry to those that don't agree, but I do see a lot of very virtuous people out here. And
you see virtuous people on the panel channel shit shows, the Jerry Springer shit shows.
I value that. Real recognizes real, yo.
How cringe her saying real recognizes real, yo. She's like a 60-year-old woman.
She's 60 now.
So 3 hours and 36 minutes in, I think it's time. Pot Show wants the link.
Oh, I think it's time to end this. What a load of crap. What a bunch of shit that was.
Yo.
Wow.
I told you, everybody's covering it. Everybody.
Wow.
Yeah. Hilarious, right? Oh man. What a bunch of garbage. It's fucking hilarious. I tell you what though, we're gonna keep it going. We're gonna switch into this one real quick.
I don't even know what you did.
Who?
You to even get to be on the list.
I know. I know. It's wild. Let's keep going. Where's it gone? Okay, we need to.
I'm gonna mute while I play with my dog so you don't hear us.
I'd rather just see you become an empowered man. Get rid of all these losers you're fucking hanging out with. Stop looping about the Mandela effect for 3 years. Get on with your life.
One of these people that think you're a virtual messiah.
Well, you're one of them, Mitchell. Apparently.
Okay.
You can't get off my jock. Dumb fuck. Right, because Cammy, Cammy knows how to deal with it. Cammy, you're a fat cunt. How's that? You're a fat cunt. Go from that. Is that caring? You fat cunt. How's that?
I am Gunnery Sergeant Hartman, your drill instructor. Oh! You will speak only when spoken to. And the first and last words out of your filthy sewers will be, sir. Do you maggots understand that? Sir, yes, sir. I can't hear you. Sound off like you got a pair. Sir, yes, sir.
Is that caring enough for you? Fucking hippopotamus. That's right, Cammy. You're a fat cunt. How's that? Keep talking. Let's see how far I can bring it.
Because I am hard, you will not like me. What side was that, Private Pile?
So Cammy's a fat cunt. Objectively.
But the more you hate me, the more you will learn. What side was that, Private Pile? The right side, sir.
And Cammy's a fat cunt. Very likely.
I am hard, but I am fair. You little scumbag! You will not laugh. You will not cry. You will learn by the numbers. I will teach you. Now get up. Get on your feet.
All right, man. So you done? Is that it?
Maybe I'll see you again, Crunchy. If not, try not to kill yourself. Then I'd have to live with it. Fuck off.
Hey, do you feel dizzy? Do you feel faint? Jesus H. Christ! I think you've got a heart on!
You have to say
I'd rather just see you become an empowered man. I'd rather just see you become an empowered man.
It's called Whitey on the Moon. And it was inspired by some Whiteys on the Moon.
Oh.
So I want to give credit where credit
Oh
is
shit,
due.
man, nigga. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit, quit playing, nigga. Here we go. Twist yourself. Oh shit.
A rat done bit my sister Nell with Whitey on the Moon.
Well, and not only that, but you know, we got the guys down there that think everybody needs to be a Christian as well. I'm not a Christian. I don't need to be a Christian.
I know, that's why you're a hypocrite for banging that Bible off everybody's fucking forehead, you old coot.
Well,
Let's get ready to rumble!
I'll sit here and talk to Z and half these guys, not you, you old coot. Your time is done, your has been, you're gonna die.
Where you come from or whether you're a Christian or a Muslim, it says honor all prophets. Again, what was stated so simply earlier was do unto others what you would have them do unto you. You fucking
Show me, yeah, well, what are you doing, you old coot? Are you doing unto others? I think I'm doing unto you as you do unto others, Senator. I yield, Senator. Fucking faggot.
Tommy,
No,
busting the F-word
the
today.
time for all your little woke fucking properness, it's coming to an end. People need to pick a fucking side and stand on it. Pick a fucking square and suck your dick in it.
Now, like you?
Yeah, like me. Like me. You looking for some action, old man?
Like you
looking for some action, faggot?
What a kid he feels. He doesn't even know what he's saying. Come on, people.
I know I will collide my forehead off of your face till you let go. I know that.
Oh, sure. Like I'm gonna grab like you're never gonna get near me.
You are nobody and you should shut the fuck up.
Oh.
Here, if you think my presentation is feminine or not feminine, okay? I got
Because
told
it
in the
isn't.
military I was too feminine.
Supposed to listen hard!
That's a lot better. So you think the wife
You're a military slave. I get it. I understand why you are the way you are.
I'm not, so to say that I'm a military slave, no. I'm not a slave to any system. Because I gave so much kickback to my chain of command for standing in these truths and the different wars and things that are going on. As soon as I realized that, those things, I removed myself from the military. Okay? And to make fun of me,
Hold on. Hey, Jimmy.
excuse me, my father is still in my life. My parents are still together. So don't go
Okay,
there
he didn't
about my
teach
dad.
you- But he didn't teach you to not go and sell your soul to the United States corporation.
Wow, bro.
Everybody hates me now.
Get on your faces!
Can't do anything right. I need help.
You're fucking goofy. Get the fuck out of here, you piece of shit. I saw you laughing in the chat, you fucking clown.
An oldie but goodie.
Right? It never gets old.
Facts. That's facts. That's facts. Indeed, indeed. Somewhere in time. Much love, much love. Much love. Yeah.
Shout out, Sid.
Good stuff. Where's my Zoot? 420 if you got that real quick. 420. Where's
Yeah, let me smoke a bowl. Fired up.
It is just after 4:20 here.
Yeah, it's the weekend.
Exactly.
I'm a little bit after 6:20, but I can hit that.
It's 4:20 somewhere. At least it is just after 4:20 in my house. So light it
If it's
up.
4:20 at your house and it's 4:20 here.
Exactly.
Hey, have a look at. Hold on, where's this gone? Bit of karma, right? Have a look at this. 1 second. Pause that. Get that off. This is a guy on a pedal bike being pursued by a guy in his car, right?
Yeah, close enough. M478GFJ.
Right, pretty close to the guy on the bike, right? Going at a speed that he shouldn't be going at when you're going past a cyclist.
Yeah, I get that.
Okay.
When I walk my dogs, I get very upset with fast drivers.
Right.
Too close, mate. You're parking way too close.
Mate, how fucking big is that bicycle? Do you need
passed
to
me
drive
with
in the
that
road? Well, you're fucking lucky that I didn't hit you, didn't you? If you'd have actually had the decency to go over one side instead of taking the whole fucking road.
Into the door
like a
zone.
tank.
Into
No.
the door
Are
zone.
you a fucking tank? No. Are you a car? No. You're a fucking little bicycle, but you seem to want to be in the middle of the road.
Okay.
Whereas you're probably getting knocked off. Now,
Is
fuck off.
that what it says in the highway code?
No, it says knock you cunts over.
Is that what it says?
Yeah.
That's very interesting. You're on camera. I'm going to put you on YouTube.
Put me on where you like and I'll fucking kill you.
I'm going to report you to the police.
Go on, then do it now.
This tape
Do
is
it
going
now.
to go to the police.
Do it now. You're a
I will
fucking
do.
idiot. You do not ride. Where does the
I've got
highway
you.
code say you sit in the middle of the fucking road?
You can discuss it with the police. I'm reporting you.
for
I've
that.
got your registration. I've got you on camera.
And it's
Goodbye.
Peugeot 405.
I know what it is.
Yeah. And by the way, have you got insurance on your bicycle? No.
Yes.
Have you got a helmet on? No.
I don't
Are
have
you
to wear a
sen-
helmet.
No, but are you a sensible person?
Are you
No.
wearing a seatbelt?
Are you a sensible
Are you
person?
wearing a seatbelt?
No, you're not.
No, you are
No,
not.
because I've just took it off.
No, exactly, and you're on the road. So there it's I've got you for two offences.
No,
Two
I'm gonna
offences.
fucking get
Are you? That's interesting.
Oh, is that the police? No. What?
You're on camera.
Excuse me. Would you like that broken?
Oh.
Would you like it broken? No, don't touch it. Would you like it broken? Right, well, get a fucking life or I'm going to sort you out and your fucking camera.
It's not over yet. All right, keep watching.
Yep.
Why don't you get a car?
I've got a car.
Probably get banned.
You've just committed an assault.
It's called legal.
Yeah, put your seatbelt on. That's
Put your fucking mouth shut. You are really pissing me.
I know I am.
Keep watching.
And you do this for a hobby? Fucking annoy people. Taking your camera.
Take it.
Try it.
Get on your bike, mate. Let's keep watching, right? Watch what happens now, ladies and gentlemen. Right. What's this?
Ooh, I see you next Tuesday in there. Oh. Oh no.
Watch poor enslaved. Look.
Oh, he super banded to the ground.
He went on, he roly-polied, he went over.
Oh no, he hit his head though. Oh, he did a flip.
I'm dead. Yo,
Wow.
oh shit. Yo, oh god. Yo. Oh my fucking god. Oh shit.
That poor guy just had the worst day ever.
Hold on a second. Oh my fucking god.
Why did his leg kick out like that?
Oh shit. No way. It's the hands come out of the hand.
That's some Humboldt Paul right there.
That certainly was.
Yo, no.
Oh, there's going to be so many memes about that, I'm sure.
I'm dying. Oh no. Oh shit. Wow. I need some tissue.
I needed
1
that.
second.
Oh.
Oh my god. Oh no. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, we're gonna come back to that. That is too fucking funny.
The dangers of being in your feelers.
Yeah,
Right.
boy. Oh shit. Oh gosh. Oh man. He roly-polied. He roly-polied.
He definitely did.
Wowzers.
His arms went out the whole 9 yards. I'm like, protect your body. Does he have no...
Something eyes. Oh my god.
His reflexes didn't work very well for that fall.
No, but the thing is, they actually did work well for him because I've been in that type of situation, right? And my arms didn't work for me. I fucking hit the pavement with my face. I collided with it. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he rolled on his head and he did a full-on head flip.
Yeah, he done better than me, the fat bastard. Oh my gosh. He done better than me. That's what's so funny about it. Oh man.
Oh, just when you think that you're having a bad day, watch something like that, right?
Exactly.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man, I needed that shit. 420 if you got that shit.
Yeah, that was perfect for smoking a bowl.
I'm glad I wasn't smoking my bowl when I saw that, or I would have choked.
I did a couple of times, but I was on mute. I was doing the hacking cough.
Yeah.
I had to slow my roll.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's some good stuff too. Dang.
There was something.
Thank you. Wait.
Where's it gone?
What? But Gary, what did Gary say he's doing? Did he say lasagna? He had to get the lasagna.
Yes, I think he said he was bringing it to his daughter's house. I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Salute to that. You got lasagna going in. I like veg lasagna, vegan
He's
lasagna.
got
I
some
love
land.
lasagna.
Yeah, yummy. Me too.
Yeah, I love my food. I'm a foodie.
I like food too.
Yeah. All right. That's good.
Mm.
That's good stuff.
For some reason, when I'm on these live streams, I have to be snacking or eating or something. I've been thinking about food since you started. I don't know why. I don't know what that is. I could go, well, I'm not that hungry, and then start in a stream. I'm like, oh, what do I have to eat?
Oh man, I still need to bloody wipe my nose. That shit had me crying like. Oh gosh. All right, let's get into something real quick. Let's keep the laughter going, eh? Let's keep the laughter going.
Man, a crater boy. Man, a crater boy. Yo, what's going on? Who thinks they can take London? Step right up. Give me your motherfucking money. I brought my son with me. Say hello, Roro. Hey, if I make this shot, Christos, you a bitch. Layla.
I got ketamine, meth, MDMA, Adderall, bromo dragonfly, heroin, coke, crack, codeine, oxys, perks, Vikes, PCP, LSD, Dilaudid, mescaline, mushrooms, bath salts, cortisone, Toradol. I got Molly, I got her sister Sandra, I got Big Frank, I got birth control, I got Plan B, I got that morphine from China that took off the market, shit to make your dick hard, shit to make your dick soft, shit'll find your dick. That shit there's from Kenya. It's supposed to be a scurvy cure, silverback gorillas, but for humans it just makes them violent and masturbate. Did I say crack? Because I got more of that too. I got some ibuprofen, aspirin, I got Flintstone gummies if you want.
Ibuprofen.
It's fun sometimes, though, to go on someone else's live stream because then there's no pressure. And I also don't have to watch my language as much like I do here. And I can just kind of let loose more and fire away. It's just, I don't know, it's different. It's just different. And I don't mind 2 versus me, 3 versus me, 4, 5, 6, 7 versus me at one. I don't mind. It's unfair. I know that they're outmatched. If you know what I'm saying. I know a lot of them that just can't keep up. They don't know what I'm going to say next. I can be very unpredictable. But I can be, well, some people say that I can be witty, but I can be, I have some good comeback lines and say things off the cuff, and I can shock them and just put them on the spot, have them answering questions, have them nervous, fiddling and all that stuff. I enjoy all of it. Putting the heat on them about being felons, ones that have been in jail, all this stuff. I mean, it all ends up coming out in the end, you know? It's a fun time for me. It really is. I get enjoyment out of that. I get enjoyment out of doing it. Good morning, Sarah. It's good to see you. So if Team Evil's lurking and watching, it seems like everybody in the chat room is a woman. And it seems like no women like your channels and like you Team Evil demons, you demons. You dorky, nerdy, virgin demons. You're not liked by the ladies. Just be honest, demons. Why don't you just be honest?
Today I'm going to try a little bit of a different approach.
Hey, here we go.
We cupcaked it for a bit, resonated for a bit, screamed on the women. We got to some good game, and then we took it full circle, right? I'm analyzing you. I'm bringing you clarity. I'm working with you. I'm tolerating your abuse up front and behind the scenes. I'm dealing with your chronic dysfunction, not the other way around. Get it right.
The ladies don't like you. And that's part of why you're angry and envious.
They've knocked me. They've knocked me. I don't know why. Maybe the Beyonce, but I've never got knocked for this before. Okay, let's give it a second. We're gonna forward past that. I'm gonna forward past that. I'm gonna forward past that. I'm gonna forward past that. Fucking he dances forever, this boy. The panel still with me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
There was some talking over it, so you think they wouldn't have done that.
I know. It lets me know now. I need to chop that up a bit more now. Work on that part there so it don't happen again. Thanks for the heads up, StreamYard and YouTube.
That was so hard for me not to type in chat the dancing and the giraffe. So when that part came on,
Yeah.
I was trying to look how you do the chat in here. It was like connect to YouTube. I'm like, I don't know. Am I supposed to do that?
Yeah.
I just left it. Mm.
Yeah, the giraffe part seems to be a big hit with the people. They like the giraffe segment.
Yeah, it always makes me happy. I always dance along.
Mm.
I always laugh over the fanny pack or whatever.
Yeah, that shit's hilarious. That shit is fucking hilarious. The boy is hilarious, man. I can't trust that guy. Well, I can't even trust him as far
He's young. He's young.
Well, I mean, I was once young. I was
I
not like this.
understand. I just try to give him credit for being as aware as he is at the age that he is, but he's still
Yeah.
got that. He's still got that in him, and I don't dislike Christos.
Previously on Desperate
He just
Housewives.
likes to hang out with the other crew.
This is an average American family.
I already know.
And so is this. And so are these.
Lou, did you not hear me and Paul just
Every
talk to each other
family is
about it?
different. But some families are more different than others.
The thing is,
It's hideous.
It's horrible.
It's home.
Is that really as tight as you can make it?
Hello.
Big balls on the internet, but face to face, you probably fucking bitch out, man. You fucking bitch out. You'd be the one crying on the ground going, stop, please, OTW, I didn't mean it. I'm sorry, man. I'm like, please, don't hurt me. You fucking, you think I haven't seen people like that? You think I've never seen people react like that to me? You fucking dickhead. You're such a fucking loser. I fucking like to wrap my fucking hands on your fucking face.
Says the loser. You can't beat me. You're like
Loser. I'm a 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 loser.
You are, man.
Now look at me. Oh, look at you. Like whatever you perceive of me has any relevance here.
Fucking deleting me.
What do you mean? Look at me.
There you go.
That's funny.
Oh man, they just give me content to work with. Just knock them out the park. Hey, salute to the grand old chat room. Salutes. What's going on, TT?
I'm back.
Hey, Baxter.
Yeehaw.
Wicked. How was the lasagna?
Delish.
Hold on, did they hit me again? They hit me again. Hold on.
Oh, they dropped you, yeah.
Yo, why is that? What for now?
What'd I do?
Yeah, it's Baxter's fault.
Fuck.
Now we'll be back 2 seconds. 2 minutes rather. So what did you prepare the lasagnas yourself?
Well, I taught my daughters how to make the lasagnas. I'm a trained chef from Marriott Food Services, so I'm a good cook. Hush. Here's my daughter as we speak. Right on. Let me put the dog out. He gets excited when she comes in. He loves her so much.
No problem.
I'll mute up. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no problem. Are you a fan of lasagna, Pam?
Oh, you bet. I make really good lasagna.
Nice. Yeah, that's good stuff. What's it say? Londonist beats. Okay, I don't know what I mean by that. Yeah, I love lasagna. I like lasagna, especially when I used to eat the meats. I was just a big lasagna fan. But now I prefer the vegan lasagna. It's something about lasagna. I don't know. It's just brilliant.
It's good. It's comforting. It's heavy. It's filling. What's not to like about it?
Exactly. I like even the simplest foods, like even spaghetti, but the spaghetti's got to be nicely done. It's got to be nicely done. I'm a sauce guy. There's got to be extra sauce in my spaghetti. You know, even with my lasagna, it's got to be extra saucy.
Well, I even get extra sauce on my pizzas.
Mm. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've had a pizza, actually. Haven't had that in many years, a pizza.
Oh, wow. Not even like a vegetarian pizza?
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been a long time. I think the last time I had one was maybe 2019, 18. There was a pizza place that opened up near my house, well, my old place. And I went in there because I saw vegan pizza on the menu. And I tried it, but it wasn't to my liking. So I thought, you know what, I'll stay away from pizza for a little while until I actually find a good pizza that I like. And since then, I haven't found a good pizza that I like. So I'll stay away from pizza.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. I used to love it, though. It was pretty nice, but yeah.
I like it if it's thin crust. I don't like the thick crust type of pizza because I feel like it's just a bunch of unnecessary like calories. So I like the thinner, like the crust that's like cooked in like a wood fired oven where it's crispy or whatever. Stuff's the best.
Yeah, excuse me. It's got to be thin crust. Hell yeah. You know, when it's thin crust, I can maybe eat like 2 more extra slices. When it's like deep base, that thick one, I can only eat about 2 or 3 of them. But when it's thin, I can eat about 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. But saying that, my children, they like pizza from time to time, but it's got to be just margarita for them.
Oh, I love margarita pizza. That's yummy stuff. I make a margarita pizza. I need to perfect my crust a little bit because I'm still trying to get it thin enough, but that's one of my favorite kinds.
Gary on panel. Sorry, you guys.
Here we go. Hey, Heidi.
It's great to see you up.
Well, thank you. It's nice to see you.
Good stuff. Hides or Gary, do any of you like pizza?
Love pizza.
Absolutely.
First job was pizza making when I was a kid.
Okay, nice.
I love pizza.
Was that at sorry, Hides? Was that like a quiet restaurant or was that like a main brand Pizza Hut or something?
No, it was a quiet little mom and pop restaurant, a couple
Got you.
blocks down where I grew up.
Nice.
Awesome job. Great job growing up for high school.
Oh, high school. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. So, Hyde, what were you going to say?
My favorite kind of pizza is a veggie pizza. It's cauliflower crust. It has marinated artichoke. It has everything. Artichokes, mushroom, you name it. It's got it. It's at this place called Brick Oven, and they do it in those ovens. You know, it's really good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Brick oven pizzas are awesome.
Facts.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I do like my Italian food. I think even the lasagna, that's Italian, right?
I'm like, whoa.
Yes.
Hi.
Nice. Hi. Hey. Yeah, I think the Italians got one thing right with their food, at least, you know, their pasta dishes. Yeah,
I need to learn how to make my own pasta. I'm big on making everything I can from scratch, but I haven't ventured into pasta making yet. I need to get the machine and all of that attaches to my KitchenAid, but I look forward to doing that and seeing the difference.
I can totally see you doing that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's different level. Once you get into the pasta making, Pam, whew, that's different level.
And you make your own bread, Pam? Pamela, you make your own bread?
think her dog must have come and she muted.
I've been trying to learn how to make my own bread here lately. I've been getting in more into syrups and sauces and stuff like that since I started the pressure canning. I've tried bread, but I don't have the gift for that yet.
Yeah, Freedom Grower actually has got some skills. I don't know if you watch him much, but he has some older videos. He's got some bread making skills.
No, I need some help with that. Being prepper minded, I need to learn how to make bread. The most recent thing I made was I took some a 5-gallon. I took a 5-gallon bucket of oranges from my backyard and made a honey infused orange syrup for my baklavas. So,
yeah.
Hey, do you mind if I show that or?
Go ahead.
Wicked. Hold on. Wicked. 1 second.
Sweet. We're gonna get a peek into Pamela's.
Yeah. Where did it go? Where did I put it?
Steve in the chat. What's up?
Where's that gone? It's in the group chat, right?
Yeah, I put it in the group chat in the Telegram.
Yeah. Where's it gone? Oh, yes, up here somewhere. There we go. Look at that. Hey, orange honey syrup, you know. Wow. Nice. Orange honey syrup. I've never heard of that. Never heard of that.
Mm-hmm.
It just looks
The dog
nice.
likes it too.
Mm.
Yeah, that's really good for pouring on ice cream, going in Southern iced tea, and baklava. I basically, when I make baklava, that's the syrup I use.
Got you. Oh yeah, you make baklava as well.
Looks amazing.
Yeah.
Shit.
I love to cook.
Mm. Yeah, that's quality. That's quality.
Which makes it even better.
So what is that, Hyde? I didn't even hear that. You roboted. You bull.
Oh, see, my phone's starting to do some funny stuff. I don't know if it's because I moved location in my house.
Now you're good now.
I just
you're good
said
now.
she makes it with love. It makes it even better.
Yeah. Exactly. That's quite. What kind of lid is that? Is it like a foil lid?
No, it's a standard lid that comes with the rings. It's just we normally, when you get a jar at the store, it's not quite like that or whatever.
Okay, got you. Yeah, they're different. Very different. Interesting.
Those are just standard mason jars. You buy the lids they come with lids and rings that go together, and then you basically when you put them in the canner, you make sure the lid's on a little bit in the top, and then you basically they'll seal, and then you take the rings off and store them.
Got you. Okay, interesting. Masonic. Yeah, they're nice. It looks delicious. It looks delicious.
Yeah, I like knowing when
Y'all are making me hungry.
When I fix stuff, I like having all the ingredients and no preservatives. I don't like that stuff. It's not good for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was nice, man. Oh, I mean, is that just the complete batch there, or is there more that we ain't seeing?
Nope, that's 5-gallon buckets. It was like a 8-hour job by the time you like peel everything and you boil the peelings, and then you make the juice, and then you combine it and you reduce it, and then you put it through the canning process. That was just 1 5-gallon bucket of oranges.
So you're boiling everything, even the pills. Are you getting? So you're extracting from everything, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm straining it and multiple times, and
that's interesting. So you make the orange honey,
biscuits, everything.
Yeah. What other honey do you make? What other honey
Well, you can make any type of syrup infuse it with honey. You could do that with strawberry. You could do that with apple. You could do that with just about anything.
Mm.
Do you guys, do you know a beekeeper, like a local, or you guys, or do you get it sent to you?
Well, I'm kind of allergic to bees, but there are places around here where you can go and get like 100% like local honey and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that, which is really good for allergies and things like that.
Mm-hmm. There's a place really close to my house too. They've been doing it forever. They just still have an old sign that they did themselves, you know. I mean, it's wooden. They painted it. It looks cool though. They do pretty good.
Oh, hold on. I can see I see my man, what's his name? Talcot's gone live with a bit of company. So let's have a little look, see.
Nice.
I like Talcott. I'm gonna make my dog's
I do
dinner.
too.
It's that time. And listen to you guys.
Salute to the grand old chat room. Where is it gone?
Hey,
I feel like as one of the more known LARPers and whatever you want to call it, that's why I'm like, hey, I forgot there's people out there that maybe aren't reading these layers, and occasionally let's just literal it all out so we're not secretly creating some mass bang bang in a dark room that doesn't realize the game versus the facts versus the fellowship. Get over on Paul. He's light work. This is what I was telling Queen of Swords. It's not about me and Paul. It's about, did you see when you watch me and Paul? Don't you get it? And because it can't be literal all the time. And I'm thinking maybe there needs to be a break for literalism. Venus Cupcake. I'm glad you're here because I was sitting over there like, is that Venus Cupcake? Venus Cupcake? And it's the both Venus and Cupcake is one word, no emojis, no picture. Be aware of that person.
Hey, this is an interesting perspective from Nude Guru. Is it of ego when we are focusing and wanting others to change, with the exception of if they are causing harm? So in this case, the context of, the topic, Paul, he's not necessarily causing direct harm. And so is it egoic on the want and desire for him to change? Is it perhaps just a projection, reflection, and distraction from self-responsibility? I can see that.
Bit non-bit is avoiding all responsibility.
What's that?
That bit non-bit thing is how he's avoiding all responsibility and accountability.
But this question is related to the others of us, outside of him. What is our intention, and what is the lesson for us? Because I would say that some are spending effort and time focused on not just Paul, but Paul does it elsewhere as well, focused on criticism and hate rather than really focusing on improving. But
yeah, I could get hung up for a long time off discussing just that, wanting others to change. That is like the big part of it. Do we even try? Do we just go away and let them be them and know that we can't invade that much of manipulating who they are? Do you try and show them a detrimental thing? Do you find in yourself why it's you that can't deal with how they are? And it's all context of who we're talking about. This is why existentialism is a hell that you must keep going. You can't just sit there in it. You must keep going.
Well, it keeps going. We must simply be. That's the path I've figured out. The world is going to continue, and I just have to be. For me to be, it's actually very simple. I just do whatever I want to get done.
You're very hedonistic.
Well,
you're getting influenced by that Talcott collection. The hedonistic Jack.
it's an interesting balance. I mean, some of the different philosophies, there's overlap and kind of, well, convergence and just opposition between some of them. So I don't know where I stand, but what I hear, I'm not hedonistic. I'm not nihilistic. I do.
Endless bliss of your groin is available, Jack.
No, see, I'm moving beyond the groin. I'm moving into the other physical and mental pleasures that are available.
So you found the elevator button on that chakra thing. And you're finally gonna like up a floor or two from the groin bliss.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hey, I catch a lot of poop for claiming this celibate thing too.
Hey, that's it. You got to raise your mind from your groin up into your heart.
Do you know how you get closer to God and tap spirituality? It is from denying yourself everything this physical body would rather sit on the couch and experience or hedonistic into. And it's funny when I say this, my biggest use of meth is what helped my body comfortably deny food and various things. And then when that drug wore off, I was halfway there to like reaching the spirituality of denying your flesh. And I thought I was almost on a different drug when I was really, oh no, I'm tapping that thing because I haven't been eating. I am in pain and I'm just like, who cares? I'm denying my body. And this is why when you get closer to death as an old person, it is easier to reconnect with God closer to death. Because do old people sleep much? No. Do they eat much? No. Are they in pain? Probably. And they just get over it. And as you near death, you're getting back in that. If you're not just randomly getting hit by a car or shot or something, you're getting closer to God as you're reaching your perishing time.
Hey, 313, much love. Much love, 313. Archie jumped off already. Much love. Big up, big up. Big up, much love. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you.
Nice chat, Heidi.
Yes, very nice of you. Appreciate that. Before 20 real quick. How would you look like in the Jack Tommy combo? Is that okay? You fancy listening to that?
It's not bad. Tommy's actually behaving.
He is. You got to give that to him.
What do we bring into this world? Are we bringing resentments and burdens? I have to do this and I have to do that. Are we bringing some illusion that we've got some control? They should do this and they have to do that. Or are we bringing the divine essence of the authentic, person, who we are?
Well, our long game work, Jack, is I'm not going to let up on trying to get you to separate this. You'll start on the God thing, and then as soon as you like this world, it's like, no, this is the thing that is working against what we said we're here. Like that, I hope you show up, God says. Everything about this planet is trying to distract or abstain you from that. And that's why you can't love this world. It's better to hate this world and be ready to kiss it goodbye. Because it's a fragment of an eye blink in the grand scheme of eternity.
Okay.
But because of your physical body sleeping and waking for 75-ish years, I like the Chris Rock thing. Don't ever let people tell you life is short. Life is long. Especially if you make a bad decision. But really, on that deathbed, it was all just the buzzing of flies. Did you just wrench Rose the fuck up?
I did. I didn't even
Wow. No, she's a small hat.
Didn't I? It's okay. She's one who shares and contributes, and I trust.
Oh
you.
no, she's a gem. She's a gem. But that's why I like her, because she's not only open to like civil shape discussion, but as a small hat, she's like, okay, let's hear about the Jesus thing. She's like, if that's true, I hope I come around to that.
Actually, Rose, I was thinking about you earlier.
Rose is so civil and polite that it even drives me to go, are you fucking with me right now? Is this a bit? Are you fucking with me right now with your acceptance?
It's amazing, isn't it? It's like it's confusing. But it's not confusing. It's admirable.
Can a wrench time out monkey in training? He's obviously new. I'll never be buddy. I will only civil to be able to speak. Get out of here, monkey in training.
Here, I'll be kind.
Time him out. Don't ban him. Just time him out.
Yeah.
Give him a little slap on the wrist.
Holy cows. Holy cows, man.
And can you help me get Z back on track? I love when people say open civil discourse. Not so much when I'm held in there backstage for all time. Like, oh yeah, open civil discourse. I'll just sit here in the backstage longer.
Yeah.
Where was this? Z?
Over on Z's channel. Yeah.
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 I kind of like how he moderates and administers, how he runs his show.
No, that's what I'm complaining about. This is how he's a chip off his old daddy, is no one knows he's holding people in that.
Hey, Backstar, much love, my man. You still there? You jumped off already? You jumped off already. Much love, Backstar. Appreciate you. Thanks for jumping up, my man. Much love.
I could understand that.
I hope you enjoy the lasagna.
Fence. Sometimes you make discourse very challenging for others because you dominate.
But I think while that notion goes around about me, this is the discerning thing. It's like, yes, there's a time we're just razzing around doing bits and being like ornery, but a lot of the time I'm removed is because they don't want to hear what, like recently on Flow State, he attempts to have another biblical discussion of Christianity on his panel, and he can't handle the first thing out the gate where I'm like, God's not doing this. We are letting it happen as humans on this planet. Like, stop blaming God. And I'm cut off halfway to not be returned because there's more cult of personality than truth speaking. He couldn't have Lindsay be corrected. Lindsay's incessant questioning must go on with no answer.
Hey, this Lindsay chick seems to be in the middle of a lot of storms I've seen. I don't know whether she's doing a bit as well. Is Lindsay doing a bit? I wonder if Lindsay's doing a bit as well. I can't tell nowadays. Really can't tell. Let's have a look.
Too passive for the backstage.
I'm a fan of Mr. Pie. I'm a fan of many people. I really am. And here. Well, actually.
Oh, hold on. Let me remove that off the screen.
It goes with the goal that I set for myself.
Are you going to share that goal?
To be, for lack of a better word, to be more holy. To be more
holy, man. You said it.
I don't know.
The holiest.
More kind, more faithful, more patient.
Patience is good. Like the kind thing, there's people that would act like I'm not kind and this and that. But it's like, you know who is really nice? Like child grabbers. They're very polite, nice people. You know who was civil to talk to? Small Mustache. Sit down and have a civil discussion with Small Mustache. I think we have put a lot of weight on just civil civil action that makes you look polite and nice, where that's how they get under the radar on.
You're right.
The reason I like to be like me is someone can come up here while I'm not here and say I'm out talking a bunch of shit about you, and you might be like, but he said worse stuff than that to my face. Why would he be behind my back saying that? So then you might not buy into something.
That's what I forgot to address Jack about. You know, people saying that I was saying bad shit about that. Not even people. Bex, Bex, saying I was saying some bad shit about Jack. That's what I wanted to talk to Jack about, but it completely slipped my mind. But what's going on, boy?
Dude, I felt the need to tune in, you know, not just to hang out with Pamela and you, because, you know, that's I mean, I like to do that every day, but you know, for this particular occasion with Jack and Tommy, just reviewing Jack and Tommy, come on.
Thank you for coming up, boy. You saved me. You saved me. Respect.
Well,
to that, boy.
I was going to tell you, I was going to tell you, London. I don't think you really have to tell Jack. I think he knows, and that's why he keeps coming around. I think he like knows how it is. You know, you'll remember next time, but he knows that you're genuine.
Facts. Sincerely mean that. He's my brother. I've seen what Jack's gone through, you know. I see what people put him through. So I ain't got no wars or bad things to say about Jack. A lot of other people have, but you know, I won't add to that.
I mean, you know, I don't trust the man for 1 inch now. So, but you know, I'm willing to see how this plays out.
Mm-hmm. I feel you. Mm-hmm. I mean, that goes for a lot of people, not just Jack, right? You see how it plays out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but his words sound so empty to me, you know, and his eyes look so evil, you know, from up close. Even on this tiny screen, when I zoom in on his eyes, those eyes are fucking evil, dude. And then, you know, it doesn't match with his whole body language. So therefore, I really don't trust that guy at all. So, but you know, like I said, I'm going to see how this plays out. Yeah. I'm not holding my breath.
Yeah, I hear you. Did you I don't think you probably even catch the interaction with OTW on Z's panel the other night. That was fucking hilarious, boy.
Who was it? Like Patrick and Z?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
No, I didn't catch that. No.
Okay. He came over caping for what's his name? Paul, basically.
Mm-hmm.
He came over caping for Paul. Let me see if I can find that actually. That was pretty funny.
So everybody's having spaghetti and lasagna tonight. I mean, I had spaghetti, and Gary had lasagna. Miriam had lasagna. I heard somebody else talking about spaghetti. So
yeah,
I think it's
one of those ones.
Right.
Lasagna show. Where is it gone? Hold on. Okay, I think I found it. Okay. That should be somewhere around here.
Put Floor State salute, and he'll put Jack.
We're all here, dude.
Right.
We're all here. So we have to find a way to manage this situation. Gary.
Hey, what's going on?
See that, Z? I got Mr. Baxter on my panel with an excellent audio. Salutes to London. Hey.
What's going on, Gary? We got a little bit of an echo going on, but we might be able to work with it.
Allow him to keep perpetuating the nonsense, then he's just going to continue. But you need to let him. A year ago, he used to do like.
Paul showed up at my channel last night. He obviously was the impetus.
Right,
of
I
the
reviewed that today, Z.
Okay, that's great. So the point is, I have been doing plenty of flat earth religious broadcast interviews. Paul is not on my docket when I start my show. I don't write Paul's name down as a topic. Paul comes here, Pat. If you're going to be honest, you know that Paul and yourself are consistently the ones who are initiating interactions with me. Anybody who sees knows. You're being insincere in your discourse tonight to say that we are speaking about Paul out of turn when he obviously has initiated this conversation on his own through multiple actions, including last night by presenting himself here. You're being insincere, and that's one of my biggest issues with you, Pat. So if you could dump the shtick and try to have a good conversation, I'll keep you up here. Otherwise, you're ruining it.
I'd like to see OTW.
Okay. What I'd like to know is what are you perceiving as insincere on my behalf? All right, I've reviewed the broadcast that you had with him yesterday, and I'm sorry, Z, but today it's like you did a 180. You know what I'm saying?
All right, a 180. Jack, can you speak to him, Jack, please? Have you seen this broadcast?
Right, go ahead, Jack.
Have you seen my broadcast from beginning
Dude,
to
I
end?
just got back from work. All
right, so you obviously don't know what you're talking about. You obviously don't know what you're talking about then.
Yes.
So maybe go review the broadcast.
It's written in big right there at the bottom of the screen. A sincere discussion about Paul. I think I clicked the link. I'm because I wanted to participate in that conversation, and I'm not here with a shtick. I'm actually being straightforward. You understand? I'm telling you.
Jack, can you try with him? Can you try with him, Jack, please?
I'd like to. And OTW, if you can please, where you're being accused of being unsincere is with you're jumping to this conclusion and you seem convinced and convicted to prove it that this is just to bash Paul. That is a far cry from what has been truly shown. So,
well, and even if it was to bash Paul, that's within the bounds of fair play. This is not a game where that's just somehow verboten. That's a fucking false premise.
For the context.
Hey, Bentard. I didn't know it was you. I thought it was Provo.
For the context of the conversation, I would like OTW to realize
even that, like, Bentard. I didn't like. Even that's still like a cheeky little belittling somebody, you know. Like you can tell he's definitely rolling with Paul, you know. Even just the Bentard, like his name don't say Bentard, it said Benton first of all. You know, there's no respect shown there, so you can tell he got an agenda when he come over. You know, hey Bentard, like, let's keep going.
What is actually real, you know? So that if he's joining up,
what is real, Jack? What is your perception of what the fuck is supposed to be real? So I'm supposed to depend on your perception of what real is? Is this what you're telling me?
No.
So this is what I'm supposed to accept, Lou. No, you're offering me your reality and your perception of it, and I'm supposed to deal with that, right?
Hey, OTW, if you can chill with the hostility.
I'm chill, man. I'm chill. I just want to understand what you're trying to tell me here.
You're interrupting shows you're not chill. And so what I want to offer to you about what is real is this moment. Can you join into this moment where it has not just been a bitch about Paul session, where it has actually been, as it was shown, a sincere conversation about a man who you certainly admire. And we've already talked about how much we care and respect, even love Paul. So for you to come up here, let's chill, dude. What is real is right here and now.
You love and respect Paul, but there's always a but after it.
Can you join here and now?
Can you hear this guy? Like he didn't have a problem with Paul. Like there wasn't a but after it also. So now you're buddy with Paul. That makes it all right. You know, no one can say anything about Paul now. You've done a 180 or 360, whatever the term is, right?
Who did? Who are you talking about?
Patrick. You know, he used to be anti-Paul, right, at one point. But he's been in Jack's boots before, so he should understand where Jack's coming from. You understand? In my opinion. Let's keep going.
I am hearing now. Where the fuck do you think I am? I'm having a conversation in the moment with you, Jack. You know, get with the program, dude. I'm fucking present, bro.
You seem pretty worked up for being in the here and now. What's your deal, dude?
I just finished work. I'm still on my adrenaline.
Okay, so all right, so your work is not out my problem. No reason
He has an
to have
excuse.
Frustration.
What's that, boy?
He has an excuse. You're right, and I have an excuse. That's yeah.
Interesting.
That move.
I just suggested. Why don't we?
I'm not
chill
frustrated.
out? Your tone presents differently, and your argumentative patterns.
So I'm supposed to defer to what your tone, what you perceive as my tone to be, whatever you think it is.
Why
right?
don't you figure out what's real, dude? Take a fucking breath.
Right. Okay. And I'm supposed to depend on you for what's real, Jack. Right?
Nope. Quit.
Okay. So how the fuck? If you're telling me that I'm supposed to find out what's real, it's because you obviously know what's real, and I'm fucking lost. So please fucking enlighten me. Tell me what the fucking reality really is, Jack. If I'm so fucking lost, come on, Jack.
Look at.
Calm down, boy. I mean, OTW. Yo, he's moving like boy up there, boy. Chill, Patrick. Chill. Shit, everybody can't be diva. What's wrong with him? Calm down, right? Breathe, woosah. All right, let's go.
Look at your behavior right now. You're unreal. You're out of fucking control.
I'm unhinged, dude. I'm fucking OTW. What do you think? You're talking to who?
See, you're a clown. You're a character.
Yo, he got him with the clown character.
Rusty.
Rusty, yeah, exactly. Hilarious.
Go ahead. I don't care. All I can say is that you're absolutely incoherent and you have no idea what the fuck reality really is. And you think that your perception of reality should be everybody else's.
No.
Bullshit.
I'm here and now. Are you?
I'm here and now, and I'm speaking to you, and obviously you're not listening. You're not listening because you're just going to come and repeat your dumb fucking bullshit.
I obviously trigger
I'm offering you, you know, you're offering me that you want me to understand more, fucking stand under what the fuck you're talking about, and I will not.
I'm just
You got
asking you to
consent to
take
your
a
bullshit.
breath, shut the fuck up. Sincerely, it would do.
Okay,
us
well
all
then stop
good if
fucking
you
riding
take a
around the
breath.
bush and speak to me like a man, not some fucking guru that's trying to teach me something you'll never fucking teach me. You're not going to teach me fuck all, Jack.
That's why you learn nothing from me, because you have a close.
I have nothing to learn from you, man. If something you need, you would learn from me, Jack.
So can
You understand?
anyone besides me?
You don't have that energy. You do not have that passion. You do not have what it takes.
You're a fool.
You just don't.
Taco, dear.
Yeah, just go get some.
He's right there. Right there. Yeah.
I know. See, you got something in common at last. Wow, that's wild. Let's keep going.
Some Monster Energy drinks.
Wow. Holy cows.
So let me just say something, Patrick. If you review the stream, you'll understand that Jack and I, we care for Paul. All right. We have positive regard for Paul in a brotherly way. We engage in a sincere conversation this whole time for a purpose. All right. We're trying to take a different approach other than a reflexive approach that is going to continue with this destructive path, because it is in my estimation that if this continues, it's going to end poorly for either one or many people involved in this whole endeavor that we're doing here. We have a chance to approach this endeavor with a different spirit and a different attitude. Okay, we have a chance to be proactive.
When did you trade in common sense for having a beer, drinking, and sounding like you're half shot, bro? How are you going to account for that?
Wow. He's trying to allude that Z's been drinking. That's what he's trying to say. He's trying to say Z was drinking. Let's keep going.
You're gonna account for the fact that you weren't sincere yesterday on the broadcast with.
I don't even know what he's saying.
You had a drink tonight. I'm willing to bet $100. I'm gonna put my fucking hand in the fire. You're not sober tonight, and you were not sober yesterday.
That is a crazy accusation.
Crazy.
And even if it was, like, what's the problem? I mean, he still is pronouncing his words pretty clearly, right? So.
That's wild. Let's keep going. Hey, Pam, much love, Pam. Big up, big up. Appreciate you, Pam. Much love.
Patrick, I am in no need to defend myself to you, but I assure you, sir, I am completely sober, Pat. So I don't know what that accusation is. It's strange, honestly.
Funny because you don't sound sober, dude.
He's
Right. I don't sound sober. Pat, I don't even know how to answer that. Tariq, welcome back to the show. Jack, do you see what I mean about the baseless, unsupported accusations and narratives? Patrick just wanted to spread a narrative about me, so he makes a baseless accusation. He's not interested in the truth. He's not interested.
No,
Pat, I don't come. I don't even.
Yes or no?
Patrick, I don't even come online stoned, much less drunk. I haven't come online stoned since like February of last year when I was on Ian's shows.
So you're gonna
purposely
lie about it too.
Right, so you see, he's fucking calling me a liar. Get out, Pat. You're a fucking piece of shit, dude.
Yeah,
you're insincere and you're a fucking piece of shit. That's your problem.
Good on you, Z. Good on you.
Gonna have to agree with Z on this one. I don't like to agree with Z, but it happens.
Yeah, I thought you might want to take a look at this. It's interesting. I mean, it seems Patrick's sipped a bit more than a cup of that on Slavia juice over there.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Let's see what else happens.
Problem. See, Jack, they're not interested in the truth. They want to spread narratives and lies. I pride myself on being sober for my broadcast. It's one of the things I'm proud of.
Good for you.
Because it's not easy to come on here and do this clear-minded sometimes. It's easy to escape with a beer, and it's easy to escape with a joint. I do neither. You might want to take a little fucking hint from me, Pat. I'm sorry, Tariq. Go ahead. I might let Pat back up. Go ahead.
No.
Z, I never ever.
Hold on. I want to see the Pat part. If he lets him
So that's a false.
Yeah, he does.
Fucking don't. No, you don't. Because
Yes, I
I've been
do.
kicked off of your panel. Obviously, the reason that you're so angry and still have adrenaline isn't because of your job in the kitchen is adrenalized. It's because it's such a heavy lie for you to carry around pretending.
Ooh, a heavy lie. Okay, let's keep going.
Like you haven't betrayed yourself by letting Paul.
You haven't betrayed yourself. He's betrayed himself. It's a heavy burden to carry. That's crazy, Flo.
All shit down your throat for a year and acting like it's chocolate syrup.
Oh my God, you're still on that rap flow state. You fucking, you gotta be fucking kidding me, man. You are so wrong. It's insane.
You have the worst boundaries of anybody I've ever interacted with. How the fuck can you have any dignity? You don't respect
you're saying that to me? You're saying that to me?
You actively
saying that to me?
Other men disrespect you on your own broadcast.
Dude, you
that
obviously
would make
you're a fucking dimwit. You don't see further than the tip of your nose. What can I say?
Explain to me what I'm missing in the dynamic here. Do you own any part of your own broadcast aside from the bill for StreamYard?
I own it all, everything. I do whatever I want with
Do you
my
get to
broadcast.
decide who comes on your panels?
Absolutely.
No, you fucking don't. No, you don't.
Yo, Flo, take it easy.
Yeah, come on. No, you got to call these motherfuckers out. I mean, this guy is so drunk on belief. That's what makes him so arrogant and so confident. It's just belief. It's not knowledge. And, I mean, he's got to be called out. Every now and then. Since it doesn't work, we should try it more. Maybe, if you want to save it, but maybe just leave him be. Where he is. Who cares?
I feel you. Look at Austin Murphy's comment, boy. That's called being a disingenuous scumbag, OTW. You lost your dignity a long time ago when you submitted yourself to another man.
Yeah. And it's been so long, dude. It's been so long.
I know. Wild, right? But it still feels fresh, right?
Yeah. The wound hasn't healed, because he keeps it open. He keeps scratching the wound. Or otherwise, somebody else will scratch the wound, and it will keep fresh.
It's true. I mean, like what Baxter said down there. Not to mention, calls him daddy and shit. This is the thing, right? People were saying, London was scared of Paul. London's scared of Paul. I'm like, how am I scared? And you lot are calling him daddy. They submitted. That's what scared people do. They fucking submit and call, the person who's bringing the chaos, whatever they want to be called, like daddy or, king or your highness. Like, that's the scared folks doing that shit. Like, the rebels don't do that. The rebels don't submit. They say, fuck daddy, fuck the king, right? Fuck Elvis. It's wild. But
James Brown is dead. Elvis is no more daddies.
No more. Let's keep going.
You don't, because I've been kicked off of your panel ever since you cut to Paul. You let me on.
Now you're revealing yourself.
And then when
you're just in your feelers, you're in your feelers because my co-host kicks your ass off the fucking panel, and this is your issue, man. Your issue isn't with me, bro. Your issue is with Paul.
I don't have an issue with you. I'm telling you about you.
Dude, no. I always...
Flo. Listen. Flo. Oh, man. He's very surgical with it.
He's ice cold.
He is.
I like it. I love that. Like you said, surgical. He has a surgical precision to it and ice cold. It's a clean cut. It's a clean, cold cut. We love that shit. I like that shit. We need clean, cold cuts.
I agree.
Don't leave a stinking wound, right? Clean cuts don't leave stinking wounds.
That's it. Facts. I feel you there. Let's keep going.
I always let you up. I let everybody up. I don't prevent anyone.
I'm using this as an example
there you go.
of how you betray yourself.
A co-host comes up and you guys have issue with him, and that's fine. I like it. I liked that.
So let me ask the question.
Oh, he likes it.
Who's in charge of your show? What are you in charge of?
I am absolutely 100% in charge of my show. I've always been.
You
and I've always, every choice, every decision that I've made it because I thought it was
who you can have up, where you can go.
Nobody's ever told me who I can have up.
Breath you take.
I've decided on my own who I want to fuck with. There's a difference.
No, you don't.
Yes.
Yes. If you decide that on your own, okay. Let me.
Come on, Flow State. You're telling me if I had a choice between you and Paul, who would I fuck with?
That's not.
I'm sorry, Flow State, but I'm gonna fuck with Paul.
You recognize it doesn't just happen to me.
That's not the choice. Oh. Come on, you're being disingenuous now. That's not the choice.
Oh no, I think he's being very genuine. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's telling Paul, I don't want to fuck with you. I want to fuck with Paul. That's what he's saying.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is saying that. But at the same time, I think he's hiding from the right hand that Flow State is lining him up for. You understand? That's why it seems like there's deflection, in my opinion, because he sees where Flow's trying to go with it now. But let's keep going. This is interesting.
You recognize that when you're having a show, right, and you're talking to somebody, when Paul comes to your show and kicks off the person you're talking to without saying shit, he's shitting on your show. You recognize that, right? This is about
I don't
you
believe so,
shitting
because
on yourself.
at the same time, what you don't realize is when he shows up, it's not just my show; it's his show
That's
too.
exactly what I'm saying, dog.
But that's normal. He's my co-host. We kind of like fuse together, so
he's your boss.
It would be detrimental.
He's trying to act like he didn't hear that one. He's the boss. He's not your co-host. He's the boss. Get it right. The boss turns up whatever time he wants to. That's what a boss does. You know, they turn up whatever time they want to with donuts and coffee in their hand and their car key swinging on their finger. Say, hey, go park my shit for me, son. That's what a boss does. And then comes and starts fiddling with the fucking engineer equipment, you know, fiddling with the keys, the band button and shit, the mute button and shit. And then he gets right and he's at work now after, 4 or 5 hours. That's some boss shit. That's some boss shit. So yeah, he is the boss. He's the boss. You open up the shop, you lift up the shutters, you clean up the mouse poop and all that stuff, and the boss comes in later. Let's keep going.
No, not my boss.
He's your boss. You do what he says.
Boss. No, he doesn't act like a boss. He acts like a
Oh no! No way! No way! He didn't just say that. He didn't just say, "Paul, don't act like a boss."
Well, he doesn't act like a boss. Oh wow, that's hilarious. Yeah, good stuff.
Good stuff. Let's keep going.
Yeah, that's it. You guys don't fucking see the difference between a leader and a boss. He just leads. He had more experience than I did in broadcasting. I let him do his shit because I learned from what he does, and I'm getting better at being a broadcaster for it.
No, you're not. I took a peep at your show. You're not getting better at anything. More lies, more lies. Let's keep going.
So don't give me your bullshit.
You blow up on people. This is why you're so angry.
This is why over a year I went from 12 people watching to almost 100 people. It's not because
every fucking day.
What's going on, RT? Welcome, my man.
How are you doing, London? Boy? How are you, gentlemen? How are you, gentlemen? And I use that term loosely, of course.
Hey, we doing well. We doing well.
Good. Hey, I was just gonna ask Boy. Hey, remember the good old days when Patrick was like this musician and he would play his guitar on your show and everybody was like, "Wow, that's some really talented stuff." What happened? What happened?
Oh, this shit happened. It's still going on.
Yeah. It boggles one's mind, obviously,
Oh, he's a good musician. I mean, he's quite a talented musician.
Yeah, he absolutely is. But here we are.
Yeah. I mean, if you like the stage that much, I don't know what to say about this. I mean, it's just funny to watch. Just like these empty people without any message, like Jack and Patrick, without any discernment. I mean, it makes me like Z. It makes me even like Z. Right?
I know that pains you to even begin to say that.
Yeah, but in this constellation, I must. Right? It's like,
everything's turned upside down, which is really bizarre. People that you thought, hey, what a great, blah, blah, blah. And then like advance the clock. I don't even think it's been a full year. I mean, it's just like, half a year, 8 months, whatever it's been. I lose track, but like, holy cow. but don't let me interrupt the replaying of the fiasco.
Yeah, please interrupt the playing. I mean, I love to hear your words on it.
Oh man. No, but I mean, the thing I truly believe that, Z and Jack, the thing yesterday, I don't know, it was probably meant in a good faith gesture to say, hey, let's break this down. Can we figure out what's going on here? Which is probably like a exercise in futility. But it everybody then started piling on. It was hilarious. It's like the carnage. The carnage that anybody that has interacted with Paul, like all it takes is like, I mean, he did it to me. Like like he's telling me like I'm a loser failure. And I'm like, bro, I am the opposite of a loser failure from all kinds of metrics. I mean, and so you're just a lying sack of shit. And like, why am I even over there? I have no idea. I'm not coming back over there. Okay, so gone, close the door, good, okay. But then you've got all these flying monkeys, like, and one of the worst was this Tarek dude who, like, oh my God, I mean, and then now he's all of a sudden gotten religion. We don't know which one. It could be Muslim. I don't know. Muslim. Could be Muslim. But now but then he just seems like like the girl who the dude goes out on the first date and then he never calls her back because it's like, nah, this isn't going to happen. And so there's Tarek, like pining over Paul over and over and over, like, I'm so sick of hearing this dude, whine and cry over this thing. Like, what is going on? I mean, like, just, it's done. Let it go. Like, oh my gosh. Do you all understand what I'm saying? Like, have you picked up?
It's the wonderful world of YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah. Wonderful in air quotes, right? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very wild, very wild. The optics has been very high for a long time, as Snaffy would say.
Oh, and don't get me started on that.
Oh, good. I don't want to.
Yeah, we will. We should just not.
Oh,
even
now I know. Now I know what he's gonna play. He's gonna play
sadness.
Yeah,
that's a banger.
His name is not Snafu Snaps. His name is Snafu Sadness.
Yeah, I mean, I will give him credit for, like, his name on YouTube is aptly presented. Systems normal, all fooked up. Like, yeah, okay, check, that's perfect.
Dude has a vocabulary of 300 words, though. I mean, even I do better.
Yeah, you're not a native English speaker. Okay, yeah, you're right.
Truthio, pedophiles, pogo optics.
Yeah.
And what else? I mean,
I'm just bringing my truth, yo. And but okay, now we're opening up the can of worms. Okay, here we go. So the dude, you can't listen to any live stream without this dude coming in there like a freaking bull in a china shop and just like tearing the whole thing down. But it's always like fixated. It's like one track mind, like normally we think of that as like, hey, do you just always think about sex? I mean, what's going on there? This dude only thinks about optics and pogo and pedo and shit like that, like on and on and on. And like, and then complaining about like, oh, here's Flo. He didn't go against so-and-so. Like, who gives a fuck, dude? I mean, give me a break, bro. I mean, what is going on in that head? I mean, I don't get it. I have no idea. It's almost like, yeah.
I mean, what I heard is that he blew up his, his whole his reproductive area in this when he was cooking meth. And so he has something to compensate. Right, so lots to compensate there. So he just lost it, literally.
Is that a true story?
Something blew up. We don't know exactly all the
story. That would explain a lot, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would definitely explain something. Why there has to be like an iron plate in the skull or something. I have no idea.
Dude,
supposedly, allegedly, I have no idea. I don't know enough about it. So
if I would lose my my Thompson or my Johnson or however you want to call it, there would be a lot of sadness.
Yeah, there would be a lot of sadness. I would be like, I'd be on the pedo pogo wagon for sure if that happened. For sure. It's like, whoa, I guess the only thing left in life is to go with the pedo pogo thing, you know, PDF pogo, whatever. I mean, God,
Pogo stick. He's got a literal pogo stick, right?
yeah. Let me substitute this pogo with this pogo shtick. But you know, here's the other thing. Like, so now since it's almost like, you know, it's the gambit, you know, from Jack to Z to London. They see, you know,
Don't forget Bex. Don't forget.
They see Snafu show up, you know, backstage, and then you can hear him go, "Well, I'm not sure. It's kind of against my better judgment, but I'm going to go ahead and do it." And it doesn't take long before it's like, "Bro, shut the fuck up." And so now his only, you know, refuge, and Bex, I have to say, I don't know her much, but yeah, I'm just saying they're going over to like these channels that are a little more like oriented to the Christian trutherdom, and finding shelter there, and kind of like, oh, you know, like it's really bizarre. I mean, it's I can't even fathom it. You know, it's almost like, what am I even, you know, like, God.
Why do you go to these channels, Archie?
Well,
like,
that's a good question. I think I need to be psychoanalyzed. Well, let's just put it this way. I go there for a short period of time, and then I kind of click off because it's like, okay. But remember the good old days when YouTube actually had some good
that's
stuff?
why I'm still here. Because sometimes it still happens, you know. Sometimes even through all this bullshit, every now and then we might have a good conversation, and that's
every now and then. Yeah, every now and then it kind of
pulls on the road here. You know, that's what keeps me in the streets.
Yeah, for sure. And speaking of which, you said it was too cloudy to see the moon. I'm looking out the window here. This full moon is unbelievable, guys.
Yeah,
it's a clear night.
Because I can see the moon. How the fuck can you see the moon?
It's just now coming. It's just now right. You know how if you look, you know, in the daytime sky, and you'll look at an airplane kind of going overhead, and it's in the distance. You kind of see the trail or whatever. But you know how that plane looks like it's going up, like it's got its nose pointed up. It's you know, it just shows you the perspective that our eyes and the vision, because that plane is not pointing up, it's going level. You know, it's at altitude, but your eyes kind of look at like something from the distance. It's rising up.
Yeah, because it's going over.
Dude, it's flying over the curve, dude.
Boom! You nailed it. There you go.
Constantly flying over the curve. That's why it looks so weird. It's like constantly.
It's always having to pull its nose up or down or whichever
That's
way
why it looks. That is why it looks as if it's going in a straight line, because it's constantly correcting for the curve.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So case closed. Next.
Hey, let me get back to this real quick. Get rid of this, and then we can chop it up. Let's go. 420 if you got that.
It's not because I hung around fucking loser failures with only 3 people watching on their fucking broadcast.
Hey, Pat, if Paul leaves your broadcast, you still gonna have the 100 people watching?
I absolutely believe so. And I don't even understand why Paul would want to leave the broadcast anyway.
That's not the question I asked you.
But
that makes you delusional, Pat. You know that, right? Either you're lying or you're delusional. You have to understand that. You have to know that.
Okay, lying? How would I be lying?
Because you just have Paul's audience watching your broadcast every morning. That's all it is, Pat. Come on. Everybody here knows that.
Yeah.
Pat, if you don't know that, you're delusional.
See, this is where you're all delusional.
Actually, you might be delusional.
See, this is where you're all delusional, because I'll tell you something, Z. You guys are crazy if you think that they're your audience. That's being completely delusional. Don't tell me I'm delusional. I just consider anybody who's watching
has a following. You see, Paul has a following, Pat. See, I'm going to put you backstage because you pissed me off. I'll let you back up if you don't run. I'll let you back up if you don't run. I'll let you back up if you don't run. All right, so here's the thing. This is when it becomes frustrating. So let's try not to look. He's obviously either delusional or not being honest with us. Because to deny that Paul has a dedicated following that follows him around. It's called the OTW and Paul Show. All right. OTW, you should just be sincere and say, yeah, I know it's Paul's audience. I love Paul. I'm dedicated to Paul, and I don't mind that it's his audience. But don't sit here and fucking bullshit us, OTW. We all know what's going on. That's crazy.
He's dedicated.
He's what? What's that, boy?
He's dedicated.
Yes, it seems that way. It seems that way.
Easy. Because if Paul stopped going to your show, and if Benton lost his mind again and had Paul camping out on his show, 90% of those people would switch right over to Benton's within 48 hours, Home Slice. And you know it and don't deny it. It doesn't make it good or bad, Pat, but don't fucking piss down our backs and tell us it's raining because it's not true. Go ahead. Floor's open.
He's speechless.
Benton?
Oh, sorry. I was no, I'm good.
Nobody asked you
Do your
anything.
thing. Do your thing. Benton, I'm gonna let Benton, much love. Say your final closing thoughts because I got some other people that want to come up and
Yeah, and just for the future, man, anytime I'm here, I'm probably driving and you can just drop me off anytime. It's not a big deal. I've just
cool,
mainly
man.
been listening.
How are you, Benton? I mean, I know you're kind of like back doing your thing, just in general. Like are things going well for you?
Yeah, man. I like to work, so that helps. I like money, so yeah. Good to see everybody.
Boom.
Take care of yourself.
All right, peace out.
Benton, everybody.
Well, I'll give a closing statement again, unless you're gonna bring him back up. And
I am. He's right here.
Oh, okay.
You're wrong, Z. You're wrong. I'm telling you, you're wrong.
I'll give.
Shit.
People have said that all of my numbers only
Weigh
come
in, Jack.
Paul, so I'll give OTW. I believe what he said. Working with Paul, he's probably been learning some things, and maybe he is developing, and he may have some people who are consistent and loyal to him as well. I wouldn't put that past. But OTW, man, dude.
Drop the hammer.
What's
Drop
going?
it.
I know this isn't about you and me, man, but from the beginning, from the first day I met you, you were yelling and screaming at me.
Bam. Bam.
Because I was kind to Paul. And then you went so far the other way that now you're all up Paulie's butt.
See, now you're forgetting what you did when you came over to We Are Awake TV, starting complaining about Paul, all right? And then go over to Paul and suck up to him in front of everybody. Then that's when I flipped.
I was there for that, and you're making it up.
I am
That's
not.
not what Jack did.
I was fucking there. Zetetic Warrior fucking knows about the story about Jack because that's how he fucking found Paul. Because
Yeah, we all
Jack
found
showed up
Warrior
on
Jack,
We Are
which was
Awake
funny
TV,
Hey,
fucking
OTW.
complaining about Paul.
That's not how I found Paul. That's not how I found Paul.
Oh,
That's how I found Paul.
That's not how I found Paul.
Right. That's right. No.
Yo, he just said all right, and then Z said that's not how I found Paul. But he went, that's how I found Paul. Yo.
Oh man. Oh God.
Oh my gosh. What the fuck, bro? Nah. That was wild. He just blew a gasket just to say that's how I found Paul. Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
Project much. Oh my gosh. That was hilarious. Jesus Christ. Let's keep going.
I'm projecting. Sorry. All right. So I
Right.
found Paul.
Look,
And
projecting.
OTW, one day you will learn that all this anger and vitriol you've been throwing my way, it was misplaced.
I don't believe so, man.
Douchebag. It has been.
Okay, man. I don't give a fuck. It's like
You should.
I don't think
You should care about the fact that you're disrespecting yourself and other good people.
I'm not gonna wear any white gloves for anybody, man.
not what you
OTW, oh my God.
Oh,
There we
yeah.
go.
Did you guys hear about OTW fucking getting mad at me because he called me out? His daughter went on a stream and said that he had a nasty house. It smelled like piss and blah, blah, blah. And you know me, I'm a troll. So I said, oh, you're.
Yo, no way. He said his daughter said he's got a nasty house. It smells like piss. That is fucking crazy. Let's keep going.
His own daughter said the house smells like it, and he's like, prove it. And we just watched it. And so I'm like, okay. So I go find the footage. The minute I find the footage about his daughter out of her own mouth saying that, yes, she don't go over there to cook.
Why did you
because
report
it's
him?
nasty and it smells like cat piss. He knew I had the footage, which he told me
Why
to
did
find
you
in the
why
first
did you
place.
report him?
And because I had the footage and he was embarrassed, he went down the Nazi block, blah, blah. OTW,
Blah, blah.
you're at Paul's ass and you know
Why
it.
did you report him?
Well, because why do I fuck? He better start following policy and guidelines. He fucking obviously fucked up with sexual content. That's why
Oh
YouTube
my God.
his
You're a
channel and he had to
fucking
fix
loser,
it.
Snafu.
So that's on him. He was not following policy and guidelines.
Because you're a powerless battle bitch and you're mad.
And
at
you and what's funny is you and Z were defending pedograph. This is the only issue I have with you guys. Literally, while you sat next to Rose defending pedograph, do you know James Good, another journalist, established journalist, has been calling his optics out for his pedo optics.
Why do
so
you keep
while you
saying
guys were
other
defending him,
journalists like
Monty
you're a
was live.
journalist?
The minute
So
you
here's
guys
the
were
thing,
defending him, he
Snafu.
was live.
We're
Crying
having a
about
conversation
being
tonight.
exposed.
Look, we have a topic, and you just took it to a weird place.
Well, no, Paul. As far
What
as
do you
OTW,
have? What do you have to contribute to tonight's topic?
Yeah, OTW is definitely up Paul's ass. We all see it.
I agree with that.
Like he's a
That
coward.
goes
OTW
without saying.
Yeah.
Goes without saying. Look, if OTW wants to make an alliance with somebody, he can make an alliance with somebody. But he's insincere when he's saying about his audience. Because
He's
we
about
know
that money, though.
if Patrick and Paul had a falling out, Patrick would lose 80% of his audience instantaneously.
Oh.
That does not a knock against you, Pat. It's just reality, dude.
Let's just be real. His broadcast is
least
boring,
50%.
dry. He all he does is restream other people. He doesn't know how to create content. At least Flo, as much as I give Flo, he creates his own content. Fucking even you, Z. Even I hate. Well, Jack Talcott's learning to get there. You know.
Yeah.
You can't say that, Snappy, man.
Snafu calling Jack grasshopper. You will learn one day.
Grasshopper.
Grasshopper.
Oh my gosh.
Follow my lead.
Follow my lead. Let's keep going.
Oh, you've been on a loop too, Jack. You starting? Yeah. Don't look.
Snafu, the content
sorry.
critic.
I hit the wrong button, Snafu. I muted you. I was trying to lower
Are
your
you
mic.
saying Jack looks at me like he's fucking whatever? Jack, you've been on that You're kind of in OTW's position too, but see, Jack, you've been using them all. You're like OTW, but instead of like sucking up to one person, you're sucking up to them all.
All right, see, that's accusations, that's belief, that's conjecture. See,
allegedly.
people come up with narratives and they
Allegedly, what I
run with
witnessed.
narratives. It's they get an idea in their mind and they just run with it. I'm noticing that
You
more and
don't
more
see
about
Jack sucking
people.
up to the people. He was just over at Paul sucking up, and now he's talking shit about Paul.
No, see,
Same with
it's
you.
not
Weren't you
talking
over there
shit.
yesterday, being cool with him.
I wasn't at Paul's. I haven't been to Paul's channel in 6
He
to
was here,
7
right?
months.
He was on your channel.
Paul came to my channel. I have an open panel. I didn't want to exclude him. I think he was reaching out to me in his dysfunctional way. That's why I'm having this discussion right now. I'm having a sincere discussion. I appreciate what you said, but I'm going to let you go because I'm trying to have a sincere discussion. You're just making claims.
Wait, let me ask you this: why have you switched? Because if Paul was, I watched a little of you and Paul's interaction yesterday. I thought you and him left off on good terms.
We are still on good terms. See, this is the Jack. People really don't understand. Paul came to my channel, okay, and I had an interaction with Paul. What does that have to do with anything, dude?
Okay, well, for instance,
I don't understand how
you
what
guys-
you're saying is mutually exclusive. Frankly, I was surprised that Paul came to my channel. If you want to know the truth, I'm surprised Paul won't let any of this go, Snafu. If you really want to know the truth, anybody who's watching this knows that I'm doing Z show, and my topics are not about Paul. If somebody comes up and mentions Paul, somebody mentions Paul, dude. All right. So the point is, Paul's the one who's not letting this go. I wanted to have the conversation starting with Jack and then open it up to have a sincere discussion about Paul. That's plain and simple, dude. You could make a narrative about you what in your mind. Paul came here, and then we're kumbaya or whatever, dude. That's
I
your
didn't
mind.
watch the full thing, but I thought you guys ended up like on good terms.
We had a nice interaction, and I'm having a sincere discussion about Paul. How do those things contradict? They only contradict in your mind because your mind is one of conflict.
Right.
That's the only problem that you don't understand. This. We're having a rational discourse about somebody.
Okay, let me ask you an honest question, Z. That's your thoughts. Okay, you and I get what you're saying there. But when you have people like Flo and Jack who actually have agendas and vendettas against Paul,
there you go. You just claimed agenda. You just claimed vendetta. You claim.
You don't think
Phil, do you know you can't evidence? I gotta let him go because I'm screaming and I haven't screamed one time tonight. I gotta let you go.
You've done good. You've done good.
I gotta let you. I gotta let you go. And NCW won't come up if you're not here. Here's the thing. I'm not gonna sit here and scream. I went all night without doing it. I'm not doing it. But again, he doesn't understand. When you claim vendetta and you claim agenda, that's in your mind. Whether or not that's true, Snafu, you can't prove. I'm tired of people making false claims. All right, let's just let Pat up. Maybe calm down.
All right. Now, I've had time to think.
Oh, yeah.
And I want to tell you,
that's trouble.
You know what? I believe it's jealousy on behalf of all of you.
Oh, right to the heart. Oh, he's tagged it, huh? Oh my gosh. Yeah, there you go. Wowie.
He came to that conclusion.
Yeah,
that the boys are jealous. Wow.
Oh no.
That is wild.
Where will this go now?
Jealousy. Okay. Interesting. Let's keep going.
Plain one.
We're jealous.
Not plain one.
Hold on, Pat. Why? Pat,
I
why
can't
is it?
explain.
Hold on, and I'll let you. Of course, I'll let you go, Pat. But I want you to answer this question. You know I'm not up Paul's ass. You know I don't want nothing to do with him or you. You fucking know that, Pat. So for you to come up and say jealousy, you're fucking bullshit. I'm putting you in the back again for being insincere. Again. You can't fucking be.
Z ain't playing about, boy. Yeah. Cold.
Patrick played the jealousy card. He couldn't play the race card or anything. He had to like lay something like, boom. I've been thinking about this. I've been thinking really long and hard.
Yeah.
And this is the best I can come up with.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God.
Jealous. Look, like what Heidi's saying down here. Look what Heidi's saying down in the chat. She's like, jealous of what? Like, you know, sadness. That's crazy. Let's keep going.
Be honest for one night. You can't be honest for one fucking night. We can go back to the loop tomorrow. You're fucking insincere, man. It's unbelievable.
Just like a
He's
child,
become part of that mental mentality.
What was that, Joe Moore? I'm sorry.
It's part of mob mentality over there. So that chaos creates that. You lose structure, and that's what you get, that chaos, right? You built your channel off some structure. You have some content. You try to stay focused on what the topic is. You don't go veering off and then start making total fun of your listeners or, belittling people.
I'm not going to try to
feel better. That's all you understand.
Joe Moore, you're making a fair point, but I'm not going to presume to tell another man how to run their broadcast. I'll talk about mine. You're right. I have a formula. I come in, I do a monologue, then an intro, then I go to chat, then I go to my topics, then I go to the open panel, and then I go to the news. Okay. It helps me stay focused. If things get crazy, there's always another segment to come up. I'm not going to tell Paul how to do his broadcast, but I notice he doesn't have the same structure. But that's the way he wants to run it. But I do agree that it does lead to the looping behavior. It leads to some of this dysfunctional shit that we're seeing, and I don't think it's really helping him in the end, regardless. So you make a fair point.
Well, he had me up on his broadcast today, and evidently, from what I heard him say, they doxed me or something and couldn't find anything about me, right? So that I don't know if Officer Snafu did that, but evidently
He does
they
everybody,
failed
and
to find
Patrick's
anything.
enable
And
him.
since
Snafu
they
doxed
can't
me.
find anything, they consider me somehow a failure, right? So I'm not this big tycoon or a big CEO or something. So I'm not this big labeled up slave. I've gone through this to make it so people can't find me. So actually, I'm doing my job. I don't want to be. I prefer privacy. That's why I know you never see me come up. It's not until he starts bullying people like Scott and all these other people that I went up and let him know that, hey, I don't like that, right? But I did it through Jack's channel because he'll mute your mic when you try and have any dialogue with him. And then he just talks over you.
You got to consider who's calling you a loser, though, and then just realize that it's silly to even.
Well, feeding into it.
I want to get back to what Patrick said. Patrick claimed that we're all jealous of Paul. Pat, that's couldn't be further from the truth for me, and I don't think it's for these two gentlemen either, Pat. That's just way off the mark. It's a convenient narrative for Paul to pitch to his listeners to place him in a particular position. Paul seems to like to play the victim. He goes out and perpetrates and then claims victim. That's why I said, ironically, he is the most feminine amongst us, even though outwardly he appears the most masculine. His voice is the most masculine. His body frame is the most masculine, okay? But his emotions and his psychology is ironically the most feminine. Nobody's jealous of Paul, Pat. That's patently not true, dude. Paul's an instigator. Paul wants all this. If I had it my way, Pat, you wouldn't be here and Paul wouldn't have been here last night. I'm not looking for you guys. That's the weird part. It's very strange to me that it's they that are continuing with this. It's they that are pushing to the point that I'm having this tonight because it's been like a year, guys. And what's happening is I do think that I'm going to speak for myself. I'm approaching it like this because I don't want things to go bad. And I think if they continue, they're going to go bad. They're going to go in a bad direction for people. And I think we have a chance to do better. We can proactively produce a different energy with this whole thing. So this isn't like LARPing. It's like, Paul, like you say a lot of inflammatory things. Like you're LARPing with guns, dude. Like you're all LARPing with like heavy fucking artillery and like a bunch of angry people who are looking for action, dude. And that's why I say you're reckless. I truly believe, Paul, you're reckless with your words.
I've heard people mention offline, that they could easily see Paul getting himself harmed by the arrogance, by the I don't know how much of this he actually plays out in the real world. I could see him being real paranoid and running around, trying always looking over his shoulder like there's a big crowd out to get him. But I don't think it's real. And the idea that we're jealous of him, I have sympathy. I feel bad for him. He's obviously confused. He appears quite lonely.
Yeah.
Real angry. And I think he's missing out on a lot of joy and a lot of opportunities. Maybe it's just me that is.
All right, Emilios, what do you have for us? We're going to wind this down.
Hey, I know that, Z, and I thank you for letting me back up. It's kind of reminiscent, and OTW was up here, and I'm not trying to rehash something of the
OTW's gone. That's the OTW segment.
Oh.
Fucking hell. What do you think, boy?
Yeah, dude, it's too much. Just eating, and so it was. I was tasting my dinner while watching something disgusting. So it's.
Oh shit. Would you have lasagna?
Spaghetti.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Nice. La bolognese.
Yes.
Bolognese.
Nice and simple.
Extra
it's
sauce.
crazy shit, dude. I mean, the guy is so stupid, and he has like no spine, and he reacts like less than a child. A child would react smarter than that, right? And this man is a grandfather, right?
Oh, you talking about OTW?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Grandfather. Interesting.
You know what's interesting too is just the number of dudes who used to be, you know, in solidly in his camp and whatever, and now they're so anti him. It's unbelievable. You know, you've got Z. You know, you've got even Flow State, Jack, Benton, Steve, you know, on just like on and on and on. Like, so there's obviously, I mean, state, you know, master of the obvious, but like there's a pattern there of like dudes that get close to him, he then shuts them off and discards them. And then it becomes like, well, you're not part of the team any longer. And then the flying monkeys come in. You know, Tarek was also part of that as well. You know, it's insane. I mean, literally, it could very well be insane. I don't know, but
it is insane. I mean, there seems to be so many people forcing their way into the game. They want to be players, main characters. I don't even know when it's bits anymore. You know, bit non-bit.
That's a good point.
I can't even tell. Yeah, everyone's trying to force their way in now. It's like, okay.
Now you made that point earlier, London, and you know, I think that's a very valid point. That, you know, one has to be a little bit wary of and leery of, you know, is this sort of all just kind of like playing everyone's emotions and kind of, because I mean, we've seen it happen before. I mean, OTW has done that before and almost admitted that he was, you know, overly reacting, you know, with Ian or Z or something. I don't know. It's like, what? I mean, you know, I don't know. You know, don't want to be so naive, but you know, you feel like, well, come on. I mean, be at least, you know, quasi genuine here. I mean, you know, you don't have to be absolutely, you know, you 100% like air all your dirty laundry, but at least be a little bit genuine. I don't know, but
yeah. That shit was crazy.
That was crazy stuff, man. Crazy. Where's it going to go? Like, is there going to be a, you know, that was like, so it was Thursday, then Friday. Is there going to be, you know, part 3, or is it just over? I don't know. It's, who knows?
Well, yeah, I mean, it all depends on Z, really.
Yeah.
Just from that little display and what happened the day before. I mean, folks might not see it, but Z is he's holding that reversal card at the moment. You know, he's in control of things.
Yeah, he does seem that way. Yeah,
yeah.
Sure.
I never can say goodbye. No. But I'm going to decline, guys. It was nice speaking to you again.
You taking off? Yeah.
I'm taking off.
Oh, likewise. Yeah. Have a good Sunday.
I'm going to decline. How do you say it? Recline.
Recline. Yeah.
He knows the rebuttal bar comes up to the 3-hour mark. Anyway, it's winding down time. Anyway. So.
Yeah. I'll be leaving here shortly as well. So well, have a good Sunday, boy, and we'll see you on the next one.
Likewise.
Yeah.
And I'll see you on the next one, London. Ciao.
Cheers, boy. Good stuff. Good man, boy.
Yeah, I would just say that, like, as people and certainly men, as they age and they have ideas of, you know, career aspirations or goals and ambitions, and they see them taking off, and then when all of a sudden, you know, things start going the opposite direction, and that some of those ambitions are not going to come to fruition, that it can create a significant amount of sadness and doubt. And I not to overly analyze this stuff, but I mean, I could see, some of these things happening over there at that other place, that it's almost like, a year ago, I thought I was going to be on top of the world and growing this channel and doing all this thing, and the next thing you know, you lose all these followers that were part of your tribe along the way, and then they have, there's nothing glowing or friendly about, like reminiscing, like, yeah, I really, that was a really good time. We just kind of parted ways. I don't know exactly why. It's like, no, they're like piling on in a most aggressive way. So it's got to take its toll. I mean, I don't care how much of a bit a person is playing. There's no way you could be immune to the level of I don't know, just emotional roller coaster that some of that stuff would take on a person, especially as they're trying to change their life and move in a positive direction and be a positive impact on people. I don't know, but there I go. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm probably full of shit. I'm an old cow, by the way. So, but hey, London, appreciate you letting me jump on here for the tail end of that. That was some good stuff, and really appreciate it. And hope you have a good rest of the weekend as well. So, take care, my friend.
Much love, RT. Message received.
All right. Till next time.
Till next time, bro. Hey, it's RT. RT, no doubt. Big up, RT. Bless up. That was an interesting ride. Very interesting ride. We went all around the golf course rather. Very interesting. 420 if you got that. 420 if you got that. Hold on, someone requested it.
Precious treasure. You know I'm only messing with that bella pepper. We keep it cooking up whatever the weather. Down the Portobello Market, you know where you can get the hot sauce. Hold that bottle like a precious treasure. Cause you know I'm only messing with that bella pepper. Hot sauce. We keep it cooking up whatever the weather. Down the Portobello Market, you know where you can get the hot sauce. Let me tell you about my old friend. He bought me a couple sauces and I tried both blends. I said I won't lie, I like it, but you need to try this. When I pulled that bottle out, then I could see his eyes lit. So I'll take this one, cause I got plenty more at home. Only 2 days later, he steady belling off my phone. He said, I beg you, tell me where you got that. I said, my boy just made a hot match. Take a trip to Bello, go pop that hot sauce. Hold that bottle like a precious treasure. You know I'm only messing with that Bello pepper. Hot sauce. We keep it cooking up whatever the weather. Down the Portobello Market, you know where you can get the hot sauce. Hold that bottle like a precious treasure. Cause you know I'm only messing with that Bella pepper. Hot sauce. We keep it cooking up whatever the weather. Down the Portobello Market, you know where you can get the hot sauce. Hot sauce. Hold that bottle like a precious treasure. You know I'm only messing with that bella pepper. Hot sauce, we keep it cooking up whatever the weather. Down the Portobello Market, you know where you can get the hot sauce. Hold that bottle like a precious treasure. Cause you know I'm only messing with that bella pepper. Hot sauce, we keep it cooking up whatever the weather. Down the Portobello Market, you know where you can get the hot sauce. You told me there was nothing in the store. I think you're bugging, I'm like, brother, are you sure? You said they sold the last bottle to the customer before. I said, calm down, I'll call my bro, he's coming with some more hot sauce. You'll be there before you know it's never far off you. I can't show you my last couple, you're getting part of. Be patient, young grasshopper, this one's a chart topper. Savor that flavor until the last drop of hot sauce. Hold that bottle like a precious treasure. You know I'm only messing with that bella pepper. Hot sauce, we keep it cooking up whatever the weather. Down the Portobello Market, you know where you can get the hot sauce. Hold that bottle like a precious treasure. Cause you know I'm only messing with that bella pepper. Hot sauce, we keep it cooking up whatever the weather. Down the Portobello Market, you know where you can get the hot sauce.
Boom. Hot sauce. Wild, right? Crazy. That's my joint. That's my joint. Good call, Don. Good call. Good call. No doubt that was needed. Hey, it's been a blast, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a blast. It's been a blast. You know, thank you for coming out to the Rebuttal Bar. I'm your host, London. All right. Till next time. Lay low. Look after yourself. Love over war. Let's go.
Yeah. You guys ever feel sad? Yeah, so sad. You know, I know I'm not alone. No, you're not alone. Sadness is like a virus, like COVID. Well, COVID's fake, you know, but it's real. But shit, I don't know. But I'll tell you what, that shit fucking creeps on you. Yeah, creeps on you. Sadness. Yeah. All right. Sadness everywhere. Sadness. Can't you smell fucking fear everywhere? The pain that you see, the sadness floating everywhere, fucking indeed. I fucking know that I fucking got flow. I know that I fucking smoke hydro. I know when times are rough, yo. But fucker, it's time to tell you the story that I gotta say about the sadness that won't go away. Fuck the shit, it ain't legit. My life is fucked. What up with it? Sadness everywhere. Sadness. I don't care. Sadness, go from me. Sadness, just let me be. I'm gonna tell you who I am. I'm snap on the mic, fucking doing what I spit, fucking saying it from my heart. Alright, sadness is what I feel, pain is what I see. Those tears drop from my cheeks, fucking, it's indeed, I feel that sadness. Do you feel the pain? Sadness. Insane, the shit that you feel, things that you want, the sadness takes over, that's up front. Let me tell you fucking what I do and what I gotta say. I bust out the mic about my sadness today. Sadness! Yeah. Sadness! Yeah. Everyone, the pain and sadness is real. It ain't no fucking pill. It ain't no thrill. It ain't even chill.